extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. It's me. Matt's going to be here in a little bit. That's why I'm not centered. I want to give Matt his spot, his space. Very excited. Now, Matt is going to be here around 7:30, I believe he said. So 7:30 is going to be the time that Matt makes it back. We've got plenty of stuff to talk about until then. I have some news to break. For the old school fans who don't like gossip, I don't think I have a lot of gossip today. I don't. I had a lot this morning because there was a lot of stuff that was said by other people over the weekend that I found very interesting. We had the Mersh throwing a fit about Cumia thing. Which, of all people I heard from on that, I heard from Andy Worski from Kino Casino, which it's very strange to hear from Andy because, like, Ashton especially over on Kino Casino thinks I'm the biggest degenerate piece of shit there is. Well, not the biggest, but, like, one of them, which is fair. I mean, it's totally fine, especially, all he's heard about me. It's a fair take. But they've goofed on me quite a bit. But Andy, I guess I just take this shit for what it is. Like, it's entertainment. It's internet entertainment. It kills time for people. So I don't really take it personally. Plus, I've had enough of these people that thought I was this, like, egotistical bag of shit, on the show. And then they meet me in person and they're like, oh, he's actually a pretty good guy. Like Gino and others. And you have, like, Worski writes me and he goes, oh, man. And I can't do a good Worski, but he goes, oh, man, I saw your thing on Mersh. Oh, that was Kino. And, like, there's something about using the branding of his show that is, like, either one of the douchiest things ever or one of the, like, coolest, like consistency things ever. Like, I'm not going to start going to people like, oh, that was Toe. But, there's something about him saying it was Kino that was kind of nice. The Mersh thing was easy, though, because I haven't really checked in on Mersh in a long time, and it seems like he's getting drunker and higher. And I've seen people go down that road before now. Like, I've got a little experience watching someone kind of accelerate the booze and drugs, and it really does hit the mountain fast. And watching his little thing on me and, like, hoping Chrissy's baby gets molested, like, why? Because you got a beef with Anthony Cumia and the fact that he's dated remarkably young women, which was a laughing point on the old Opie and Anthony show, but that he got catfished by some girl pretending to be some guy pretending to be a teenage girl. I mean, like, no offense to Mersh, but it's like, we fucking heard you, dude. Like, everybody, like, it's not like you're going to harp on this same fucking topic for the 50th time and go, Oh, yeah. Mersh, you know how I thought you were really overbearing and obnoxious when you did this the first 49 times? Turns out I just had to hear it the 50 times. And it changed my mind. No, we got it. We know how you feel. Documented. I mean, that's coming from the guy, who talks about the arrest and the April stuff like every fucking day. But it's still fresh in my life. It's still like a pretty big deal. And I'm going to be kind of locked in and a part of that for a long time to come. Like my time in that one is coming. Especially, if it goes all the way. Which, again, there's no fucking way it can go all the way. It's like, it's such a fait accompli. It's such an easy open and shut case for the prosecution. Or the prosecution, either one, that I can't see it go all the way. But then again, I can see him being arrogant enough to take it all the way. We'll see. As they say, time will tell. All right, guys, let's get into things. People saying I'm unblocked. I didn't know that people were getting blocked. I had no idea. I've kind of been watching, like the chat's been moving too fast lately, so I've just kind of been letting the mods handle business. And then I get a bunch of people like begging me. They're like, I need to be unblocked. Okay, here you go. Have it out. There you go. And then, again, it's kind of like releasing snacks for the mods. If people get like really, again, if you like say dumb, shitty stuff, I don't want the mods to ban you for that. But if you get like, if it's the same fucking thing over and over, it's like, okay, the autism's getting a little too heavy. But for the most part, I'm just kind of like, fuck it. For the most part. Just don't be a cunt. That's all. All right, guys. Also, we've got, we had a bunch of shit clipped today. A bunch of people were clipping shit out of the shows. I think Alyssa Clips had like 4 steel toe clips alone today. She was really, I DM'd her today. I said, thanks for all the clips. That's very nice of you. And we had a nice little back and forth. I saw that Keno Casino had clipped out some steel toe stuff, so I thanked them for that. Hey, as long as they spell the name right, it's fine. And then I saw, we're going to talk about this tomorrow morning, not so much today, but I saw that, like, I must have really, I knew that I'd fucked up Patrick Melton really bad over the last year. I know that the obsession had gotten deep, but, like, the stuff I heard people telling me about, like, him talking about a 10-year-old girl, whether it's my daughter or not, is immaterial. Like, and I know his cope would be, well, you put it up there. What, are you that retarded? Are you like a goldfish? If you see something shiny, you're like, well, I can't help myself. Okay, so you have no personal agency. That's good to know. But, like, him being fucking really fat and really obese and really creepy towards a 10-year-old. Ooh, I knew it was bad. I knew that I'd fucked with that guy's head something fierce, and he doesn't think I have. But look at the person he's become. That's me. That's my handiwork. I think he wanted it to get to me more than it did. And imagine like a year and a half of failing at that. And then you go, I know, a 10-year-old girl. That is one of those things where you look at it and you go, honestly, I don't even need to say anything about it. That he defeats himself with shit like that. If you see stuff like that and you go, I'm a Patrick Melton fan, and you say that publicly, look, man, that says more about you than it does about me. Oof, that was rough. I mean, for me to fuck you up so bad that that's the level you have to go down to. And you know what he wants out of it. You know he wants this big screaming thing out of me. No, I know. In fairness to Patrick, I've known what Patrick was from day one. I knew what the gimmick was from day one. Bullied fat kid trying to be the guy in his basement that he always wanted to be when he was the bullied fat kid. It's very clear, like anytime he gets confronted. He bitched out of coming on this show when Jesse P.S. gave him a chance to 2-on-1 the whole thing, to like totally take me by surprise on my own show. He's passed on all of my offers for any kind of confrontation. When Chad confronted him, he totally got bitch slapped by Chad fucking Zumach. I think when Stuttering John confronted him, he just kind of stood there like this with the fat just leaking over every article of clothing that he has. He's so see-through, and who he is so apparent in his attempt at a gimmick that it's just, if you get mad at a guy like that, you're an idiot. It means that you just can't do basic reading of people. So I guess I've made him go that desperate and that low. It's a new low for him. And as Tukey would say, another win for the toe. Thank you guys for being here tonight. As you can see, we changed up the board. You know, Einstein couldn't figure out mirrors either. The message tonight, tell Jesse I'm all out of coleslaw. That is an important message. We do need to get that to Jesse from Pot Awful. I am out of coleslaw. I'm not saying he has to do anything about that, but I feel like once he gets that information, good things will happen. And then 130 subs to 13K. So if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, please do. I appreciate it. People saying about Patrick Melton, he felt it himself. Ooh, more Keno Casino lingo. But yes, he did. That is a desperate stinky cologne. Alan Powell, is that the Alan Powell? Thank you for the $1, buddy. Appreciate it. Honored to have you. Slap My Ass Sally becoming a member for their 25th month. Thank you for that. What is the number tonight? 240 is the number tonight. There it is in the chat. Go for it. Throw us a couple of bucks. We do really appreciate it. Ahab says the audio issue at Hackamania drove Melty insane. I heard that he was really having a hard time, like, with people saying, what was it? That he was looking for not an XLR cable, a USB cable. Like, people pointed out that they were asking fans for USB cords at their event. And apparently he was having a really hard, no, we didn't. No, it's fine. Just, it's not a big deal. The people who think you're already a piece of shit are still going to think you're a fat piece of shit. The people who like you are going to blindly follow you. So don't get so worked up about shit. You know? But, yeah, having, like, of all the things, like, you held it in, like, a dirty, dingy, disgusting, stinky venue in a stinky, disgusting part of town. And the thing that bothers you is people pointed out that you were looking for an extra USB. So what? I've gone to venues for comedy shows and I've asked them for, like, extension cords and shit when we don't have a long enough one. So what? It fucking happens. Don't be a baby about it. Alan Powell says people are misusing felted. I always took felted to mean, like, you're out of chips, you're down to the felt, you're done. It's over. Like, you've lost all your money, you've got nothing left, you're down to the felt, you're felted. I thought it was a gambling reference. All right. Shawnetta says, can you understand this, Aaron? Being a step-parent sucks. Having to deal with a scorned wife sucks, too. April wanted you. You brought her a shit ton of baggage. I never told her I didn't, though. In fact, we had broken up for a week. When we first started dating, I told her, I don't want to put all this shit on you. I need some time. You know, for all, and she's like, no, I want it. I want the whole thing, blah, 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 blah. We got back together a week later, and it was full steam ahead. I'll tell you this. I think she thought she wanted it, and I think in the long run, it proved to be a little more than what she was looking for. I'll give you that. 100%. 100%. Oh. The venue was cool, very modern, says Sketty Tooth. I don't really trust Sketty Tooth John that much. No offense. He's not, I don't think he's the most accurate documentarian. Where did the day go becoming a member for his 23rd month? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So before Matt gets here and before we really dig into some things on the show today, I do want to announce, and this is probably, I want to say it's a massive mistake, but you know what? It's not a massive mistake. To tell you guys this. But I am in the beginning stages of seeing someone. I am. I'm excited about this. I'm very happy about this. I know, look, I'm fully aware that those of you who hate me, that those of you who are in the chat to go, you suck, you're a piece of shit, you're this and that. I know that whatever I say that makes me smile or happy is going to make you lose your mind. I'm fully aware of it. That's the game you and I play. That's the back and forth we have. Some of our fans think we're awesome and great and they write nice things. Your guys' whole thing is whenever I'm doing something good or makes me happy, you want to try to take it away. And it's great. You're like the Wile E. Coyote to my Roadrunner. I like that about you. But, man, I'm so... not only am I happy about it, but also I'm trying to do all the right things. And when you're a guy who's perpetually done all the wrong things in terms of taking it slow, building a foundation, not just falling head over heels and, fucking just, let's just fucking do it. What do you say? It's hard to balance the two emotions of like, this person is way better for me. This person is so good for me. And let's go. And then the other part that goes, or you could not speed this one up into fucked upsville like you always do. I was talking to them today and she goes, just enjoy the part of the relationship where we miss each other. Just enjoy that part. When you miss someone, just fucking miss them. That's what she's saying. She goes, don't miss them and then go, now come to my house and be here all the time. She's like, no. I miss you. You miss me. Let's plan a time to see each other again. And then we'll plan a time to see each other again after that. And again and again. Like this process that's called dating. Apparently. Have you ever heard of this? Apparently there's a process that's called dating. It's not just like meet them, fall in love with them, move them in. Did you know that there's another thing that you're supposed to do? I'm just learning about this. 2 divorces and 37 years later. I'm just finding out about this concept. It seems swell. And I like it so far. No, but she's been great. In all honesty, I would not be doing as well in my private life, my personal life. Like I've said before, show life is a fucking performance. Like if you guys think that's why I always get a kick out of people who are like, your ex-wife's going to be so mad when she finds out about some of the stuff you've been saying. If you retards think that I'm giving you this shit first, are you out of your fucking mind? Do you have a real life or do you just live online? The idea that I would come to you first and tell you very privileged information and that I wouldn't tell the mother of my children this information first makes me think that you might be that I have the most single-digit IQ haters of any show out there. It's troubling, to be honest with you. But like this person has helped me so much in my private life. I mean, this person has completely restored my confidence again. Like and that's like for my private life, that's amazing. That makes me bulletproof. That makes me feel great. In my show life, it makes me as the insufferable prick that a lot of the people who hate me see me as. The smiling, cocky, shitty, shit-talking guy that they find obnoxious. When I'm confident, that guy comes out. In my private life, I mean, this is a person who has just helped me so much to forgive me, forgive myself, and just make me feel confident and worth a shit again. And it's so nice. And you go, you hang out, you do whatever else adults do when they meet up. And you know what I'm learning now? You know what I'm trying to figure out now? At 37 years old, you know what I'm finally trying to figure it out? Taking it nice and easy. nice and slow. And shit, but it's hard because they're always so beautiful. They're always so good looking. They're always so nice. They make you laugh. They're fun to talk to. You just, it's like you just want to touch it and feel it all the time. The whole thing. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Aaron, I feel like you're already starting to break a little. Maybe I'm starting to break a little. But I just wanted to let you, I'm ready to let the audience know I've met someone. I've started seeing someone. They are fantastic. They have helped me through, along with many other people, by the way. I'm not saying they're the only one, but along with many other people, this person has helped me through a remarkably difficult time of my own making. I'm not sitting here going, I'm a victim or anything. A very difficult time of my own making. They've helped me be remarkably accountable to myself. They're not one of these people who, when I go this, that, and the other, they go, oh, it's okay. They go, no, you did fuck up. Yeah, this part is your fault. Hey, you're bullshitting right now. You're not being honest. I need that. And I like it. I just like having that. So I am very thrilled, but also very mindful of the fact that I make mistakes. I fuck up. And I'm going to not do that this time. You believe me, don't you? Mr. Me, becoming a member for his 9th month. Thank you very much. Oh, boy, I hate it when I get notifications after I say stuff like that. Okay, whew. Just a few Facebook messages. Yikes. Mr. Me, becoming a member for 9 months, says, for every cross-eyed, overdramatic, and stroked-out impression of Mersh, I will send you money. My Mersh impression is not as good as my Ricado. The Ricado one's easy. It's just that's easy. You just got to be a coked out, boozed out, worthless piece of shit. Mersh is a little different because you got to hit the vape, and then you got to stroke out. So it's like you got to seize, and then you got to I cannot. Like it's almost your head's got to behave like one of those people on those slingshot rides when they pass out when it launches. It's a really difficult impression to do. Tell you what, give me a few days, I'll get there. Birdman with $5 says, for the wedding next week. But seriously, dude, enjoy the stages and let yourself recover from all this. Yes, and that's what this person is telling me. They're like, enjoy these parts. Like, don't skip them. These are good. Like, don't just have your eye on, like, let's be around all the time. Just enjoy this part. It's good, I promise. And they're right. Broken Pencil with $4.99 says, keep the new lady away from disco and stay away from Steel Toe Morning Show. Just keep it private. Honestly, I feel like that would keep things nice. Absolutely. I've said before, the biggest mistake I ever made was working with my partner. It's a terrible idea. I learned it the hard way. It's what started the cracks, and then those cracks were exploited into the terrible fucking decisions we made later on, years later after that. Kiki's disco wedding for $5 says, yeah, we know. Just don't buy a fucking minivan again. And if you buy her a ring, don't buy her a cheap piece. Cheap? Are you fucking... I literally have receipts. Cheap piece of shit? My man. My man, you have no idea. Thank you, Kiki's disco wedding. I appreciate it. That got me going a little bit. Mr. Me with $20. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that one. 2 thumbs up. He liked the Mersh impression. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says, does this new special lady have a penis? No, I am not into ladies with penises. But you are right. Who was it? Broken Pencil. Keep her away from disco. Yeah, no more disco for me. My disco days are done. And guys, stop singing disco. Keanu's going to get fucking pissed that we're saying disco again. and keep her away from steel toe. Yeah, no steel toe. No disco, nothing like that. Just a nice relationship that I can have and hold. Oh, I shouldn't say to have and to hold, should I? It's probably a little early in the game to say shit like that. SH says, at least she left the ring. You can trade it in for store credit towards the new Mrs. Imholtz ring. Alan Powell says, you don't like ladies with cocks? Bigot. I'm sorry. I forgot that in like the last time I was married, you weren't a bigot if you didn't like girls with dicks. And I forgot, since I've been out the game for a while, that is no longer just a preference. That's now a bigotry. Look, man, I'll learn. I promise. I'll learn. Little Lemmy says, hey, kids, there's another woman. No, that's another thing. You don't introduce them to the kids right away, too. I'm learning. I know you guys don't believe me, but I'm learning. I promise. D. Gulag says, wedding ring from bigots. Or from Big Lots. Oh, I thought he was calling me a bigot. Tanya Davenport says, good for you, Aaron. Hope everything goes well for you. Thank you. That's very nice. Return Trip says she moved in already, didn't she? No, she didn't move in already. I promise. Steve C. with $2 says, Aaron, do you remember? I mean, yeah. You know? Yeah. KG says, when you going to fess up and tell us you're lying about this girl? I'm not. Little Lemmy says, you're an embarrassment, dude. Says the person who came into my chat to tell me I'm an... Okay. I mean, how do you feel? Do you feel better now? Did it make you feel better? Did it do for your life what you were hoping that would do for your life? Because that's all I'm concerned about. Oh, thank you very much, guys. All right, we're 2:15 away tonight. Thank you very much. You guys have been fantastic. The Streamlabs, PayPal, and Venmo links are up in the YouTube and the Rumble chats. Of course, Rumble rants, Super Chats, all that stuff counts towards that overtime goal as well. If we knock out that 2:15, we end up doing 30 minutes of overtime tonight. Cheeto says, so is it the married neighbor chick that sings karaoke with you? No, it is not her. And I am going to be done talking about people that way, even in a joking way, on the program. I've learned my lesson. I forget. Sometimes I forget that I know that there's show me and there's other me, but not everybody else knows that. Oh, speaking of Cheetos and Stonies, we're going to have the anniversary show tickets on sale tomorrow. I've got a couple more people I'm going to call to make sure they can do the roast. I know that I want to get Adrian locked in, and there's a bunch of people. Oh, this is interesting. There's a bunch of people that I want to get to do like vignettes. Like they don't have to come be live. We don't need to fly them out or anything like that. But I just want them to do like little 1 to 2 minute shitting on me things for the roast. And maybe we play one or two in between each roaster. Like I'd love to have Chrissy do it. I'd love to have Lila Hart do one. Alex Stein, E-Rock. I mean, look, if Anthony could do one, that would be great. Maybe Kevin Brennan does one. That would be really awesome if those guys could do it. And just have those to play in between each roaster at the show. I think it would be a lot of fun for a lot of people. Just, people we've had on the show before. Things like that. But I want Adrian there. I want Oz there. I want Whiskey Pete there. How fucking great would it be if we could get Gary and John Lastman there? Maybe Matt Wood. Get a few people. I think it could be a good time. So, did I say Corey Adam? Yeah, I want Corey Adam there as well. I've talked to Corey about it. We'll work that out. yeah, I'm really excited to put all that together. But I just want to get the last few names for the live event there, and then I'll put the tickets up. Broken Pencil with $4.99 says, are you sure you want to be monogamous? I bet you have a lot of chicks in your DMs right now that you're single-ish. Maybe play the field. I've never been a play the field guy. And I'll tell you why. I suck. This is going to sound weird. I suck at hurting people. I feel really shitty when I hurt people. And when I play the field, I hurt people. I do. Because I like... My problem is I not only do I catch feelings, but like if the other person catches feelings, I want to like honor that and take care of that. What I'm trying to say is I'm gay. I'm gay is what I'm trying to say. But I'll like overpromise my commitment level, and then I'll overpromise my commitment level to somebody else, and then I'll just be a piece of shit. Like I'll just be an asshole. It's kind of how like the disco thing. You know, I mean, my fucking wife watched me fall head over heels for another person, and that couldn't have been easy to watch. You know, I mean, they had a good poker face, but I'm sure that they didn't like that. And then, you know, you try to keep everybody head. Yeah, what a fucking disaster that all was. Jesus. So, yeah, as far as me playing the field goes, I've never been good at it. It's never been my forte. I also, like, you know, I like what I like. You know, I enjoy what I enjoy. And when I enjoy spending time with someone and I enjoy being around someone and I enjoy being physical with someone, like, I want to be around them. I don't want to be around, like, just because you're supposed to play the field. Yeah, but I like being around this one. Like, why go around this one and then they're not as much fun, and then I got to go back to the other one, but I dated around with this. Yeah, I'm not good at it. Plain and simple. I'm just not good at it. Kyle Broslovsky with $5 says, why did the skeleton go to the disco? He had no body to go with. I just got back from a bulimic disco. The place was heaving. You see, guys, for just $5 to your local steel toe, you too can send me shitty jokes that make me want to bleep myself. 2:05 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. Inching ever closer to overtime. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants all helping. Thank you guys very much. Matt should be here by now. I had more than enough stuff to fucking fill a half hour with until Matt got here, and now he's not here. Josie Wales says, Aaron ran home to the trash he had before. I don't know what that means. Tanya Davenport says, you're just a romantic, Aaron. It's okay. Just keep dreaming. I am a romantic. I am the textbook hopeless romantic. Like, you know, when I told Gino that, like, oh, man, I'm seeing somebody or whatever, and I'm like, how do I stop myself from going full speed ahead? He's like, dude, I'm the wrong fucking person to ask. I'm like the devil on your shoulder. Fucking go for it. Gino and I are hopeless romantics, a.k.a. homos. That's what we are. Shawnetta writes, no, you are really good at hurting people. But that's what I mean. Like, I feel terrible when I do that. I don't like being that person. It makes me feel gross. So no more playing the field. No more balancing plates. No more multiple people. Ugh. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says ice. Here we go. Ice. Bank. Mice. Elf. King of All Diff says Aaron would be terrible at a strip club. I was never big on strip clubs. Like the only reason that I went to strip clubs when I was like 18, 19, and 20 is because you could sneak booze in there and they'd give you free soda and you could drink. That was it. That was all. I never got it. Like they hit you if you touch them. One time I talked back to one of them. I got slapped in the face. I don't like it. It's not my deal. They're not for me. What does my dad have to say? I always like it when Aaron Imhold's dad writes in. It says, son, please, whatever you do, just make sure this one is not another slut. All right. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. I appreciate your wisdom. Muttering Jay says Aaron would fall in love with a stripper. I don't really. I don't fall in love with strippers. I promise. Alan Powell, no more group play, no more hide the pickle. I'm selling my hot tub. I'm done. Emotionally damaged says, Aaron, I won't sugarcoat this. With Trump's last lawyer, with Rekieta Law and the Vince the lawyer guy, I'm forming a very negative opinion of lawyers. No offense. None taken, man. None taken. Mitch writes in the chat, April wasn't a stripper. Now. She's going through a difficult time. She's been brainwashed by a drug-addicted cult leader. I won't say who that is. Could be someone in Utah. But she's going through a tough enough time. She doesn't need you saying shit. For the love of Pearl. Oh, Matt, you're fired. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could start something. Like, here's my problem. I go into whatever we have tonight. I start going into the shit and we start talking about it. And then Matt walks in and then I got to like start the whole thing over again. It's fucking annoying. All right. Kyle Broflovsky with $5 says, I'm reading a book on the history of disco and I've got to say it's got a great spin on it. Disco, the rhythm of the night's heartbeat. I'm not angry. The jokes about the $5 jokes don't make me angry. It's more like they take a little bit of my soul. That's all. They just take a little bit of my soul each time. Chad Buzmak says Matt is stuck at gas station in line getting your gay Celsius. Oh, that would be really nice. That would be really sweet. If he were getting me a Celsius, that would make everything all better. Atomic Ray on Rumble says, Matt better walk in with a boner or he should have just stayed home. That's a hell of a gentleman's demand, I suppose. Adam Simon gifting a membership. Thank you very much, buddy. We've hit the even 200 point for tonight's goal. If you'd like to contribute, there's all the links in the chat. Thank you very much for the steady stream of contributions. PayPal, Venmo, Super Chat and all that. Thank you guys for being so great. I hate this next woman. Like, people think that just because I got out of a terrible situation with two women and a lunatic and I've been out of that for a few months and now I'm, getting back out there and seeing someone else, that maybe I've lost some of my misogynist edge. There will always be a particular type of woman that I have utter disdain for. And quite frankly, I've added a few more types of women to that list in the last half a year to a year. A woman like this, I will always despise. Now, she kind of went viral on Twitter today. Which, by the way, Twitter is the only fucking place in the world where you can go to just find, well, I guess that and Reddit. It's the only place you can go to find just perpetually unhappy, miserable fucks, all too willing to share their feelings. Like, they're miserable and they're shitty and they're garbage and they don't work outside of inside. But they're also like super gay and they need to share their feelings all the time. So like, I was posting pictures of my weekend and like on Instagram and Facebook and those places, everyone's like, oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's so cute. And then on Twitter, people are like, fuck you, why are you doing this? Fuck you, you piece of shit. And you're like, oh, you're unhappy. Great. I can't wait to hear you make this my problem. That's going to be, that'll be fun. That'll be great. Let's do that. Twitter is fucking gross. But sometimes you need those gross people. They're not always wrong. Just because they're unwashed, stinky, shitty human beings doesn't mean they're always wrong. Sometimes you need the stinky, unwashed, shitty human beings because, yeah, they may be very trigger happy on their judgments, but like 1 in 92, they get it right. This woman, I'm still getting asked for ID at the age of 50. It's the best thing ever. Now, look, elderly slut, before we start fucking patting you on the tits and telling you what a fucking good thoroughbred you are, I get carded sometimes. It's not a compliment. It's not, oh my God, they think I look really young. Oh man, it must be the hat I'm wearing. No, some places just card everybody all the time. Like when you go to your local shitty dive bar and there's nobody there, they'll card you just so they can say they did. They're not, wait until you get a look at this broad. And you tell me if she's getting carded because, I tell you what, looks just like a college kid. All right, first of all, look at her forehead. Already that is not getting carded because the bars think she's 21. A mom was over the moon to be asked for ID when she went to buy tobacco, despite being 50. One fucking time this happened, you wrote a diarrhea of the mouth blog because this happened to you one time. And again, here's what happened. I'll guarantee you what happened. This place recently was the victim of a sting operation. A man painted his face black and white, put on a leather duster, and got a baseball bat and dropped down from the ceiling. No, what happened was like a 14 or a 15-year-old got pulled aside by the cops, and they said, go in there, take this money, try to buy cigarettes. And the place pulled like a Dante from Clerks and sold him the cigarettes without looking, didn't card him, nothing. So the place got busted, and you get hit with a pretty heavy fine if you get busted selling cigarettes to minors. So now they just card everybody. So this 50-year-old broad comes in, gets carded because what? They think you're 18 or 21? No, it's because they're going to lose their fucking license to sell tobacco if they don't card you. They just didn't count on the 50-year-old grandma fucking writing a blog about it, about how important it was to her that she got carded. I mean, just a little bit of dignity. The mom of two, Abby Franklin, has been struggling with her age after turning 50 in March. Now, the only milestone birthday I've ever had is 30. So I can't tell someone how to feel about turning 50. Like right now, 3 years removed from her, 3 years away from it, I don't really fear 40. I don't think 40 is like a big scary number. I don't know. But like, I can't tell anyone how to feel about turning 50. At the same time, like, it's kind of like doing an end zone dance when you converted a 3rd and 2. Like, act like you've been there before. Things changed when she popped into a co-op convenience store near her home in Guildford, England last week. So there she is. That woman thinks she got carded because she looks like she's not old enough to smoke cigarettes. And not because that place clearly just got busted selling cigs to middle schoolers. Oh, poor you. You know what? But now I feel like I'm being the prick. Because now I feel like I'm ruining this woman's illusion and there's no reason to. Like, why can't we just let her think that this whole thing was just, oh man, you're just so hot and young and youthful and vibrant that, we had no idea you weren't 18. We need to see your ID. Why can't I let her believe that? Why do I have to be a fucking shithead about this? No, you know what? This isn't about her. This is about me. This is an introspective moment. Why do I have to look at a 50-year-old who's happy that she got carded for cigarettes? And why do I feel the need, like an internet douche, to go, oh, you're fucking, really? You think that? Oh, you're so fucking gross and leather couch-like. What a dick. You know what? She's right. I'm wrong. Good for you. Congratulations on getting carded. I'm happy for you. Who gives a shit that you look nothing like a high schooler? That had to be a good feeling for you, and who am I to shit on it? The cashier insisted Abby show him ID. Oh, so he wanted to fuck her. Okay. He's a cashier at a gas station. He's got to, keep his options pretty wide. Cast a wide net. But maybe he could bag her. One of the best ways to do it, ask for ID. Oh, I feel so young. I get it. I understand. I shouldn't be so pissy about this stuff. Before he would allow her to pay for the tobacco that she wanted, Abby, whose daughters are age 17 and 23, had to leave the store to collect her handbag that she'd left with her youngest. She said, it was great. My best day ever. I've been bouncing all week because of this. But isn't that kind of a sad part, though? I hate to turn into this guy again, but isn't that kind of the sad part? That, like, you had to scream it from the rooftops and, write something down and post it online about how happy you were that you got carded at 50, and you're like, it was great. It was my best day ever. I've been bouncing all week because of this. I mean, if the Vikings win 3 in a row, I'm not bouncing all week, and that's pretty big for me. You're bouncing all week because someone asked you for an ID when you went to buy cigarettes, and then you looked in the mirror and you said, oh, yeah, it's totally because I'm youthful looking. Fuck off. See, you know what? Now I'm being a dick again. You know what? Good for you. If that's what keeps you going, with all the people just, tying ropes around their necks, with all the people taking pills and all that shit, if that's what it takes to keep you happy for the week, then God bless. Lord knows I've had my share of shitty days in the last 3 months. So who am I to shit on anybody else? Good for her. I'm happy. I should stop being such a prick about it. She's right. And you know what? I hope she enjoyed those cigarettes. Be careful, though. They dry out your skin something fierce. They really do. I mean, it's going to make you look shittier. You know what? I'm sorry. Forgive me. Again, whatever keeps you happy. Stella B says, would you? No, I wouldn't. No, definitely not. If I didn't have any options and nobody was looking, maybe. But even then, Atomic Ray says, I can tell you about hitting 50. Senior discounts start. Yeah, I get it. I can see where that would fuck you over. I can see where that would mess with you, for sure. All right, boys and girls, we are 200 away from knocking out tonight's goal. We appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next thing, since still got no Matt. This is really fucking strange. Like, usually, my thing is I usually hear from Matt here than this. So there is a chance, a slight chance, that Matt is dead. Something to think about. This was very funny to me. So California, let's make fun of California a little bit tonight. You guys throw us a shitload of money. We'll talk about California. First, I want to address Q Anonymous in the Rumble chat. I feel Aaron needs to be single for a while, honestly. Like, I'm not moving anybody in, I'm not seeing anybody every day of the week. That's big for me. I'm going on dates. I'm hanging out. I'm seeing them when I can see them. If I can hang out, if I can keep doing that for 2 more months, that's really big for me. Like, April and I started dating in January. No, that's not true. We met in January. We hung out, and then we started officially dating in April. I get it. And then she moved in, I think, in June or July. It was not very long. Her lease was coming up. It was either that or she hangs on to the lease for another year. So I just said, well, why don't you come move in with me? And you know how that worked out. She ended up doing cocaine and we were swinging. I'm willing. I think if we draw up the verdict on that one, we lasted about 4 years. We lasted a little over 4 years. Married for almost 3. I think we can chalk that one up to that was a fail. that one was probably a failure. Whoops-a-doodle. Vidam says, please, Aaron, take a break and be single for a while. Oh, man. I really like this girl. Like I said, I'm not moving her in. Like, I like that we have our own lives. I like that we have, our own shit that we've got going on. I think that's great. I think she's very responsible. I think she complements what I'm not very well. Like, I'm a pie-in-the-sky, hopeless romantic, and she's much more of a realist. And that is huge for me. Like, April and I, it was two, I don't want to say retards, but it was two people who just went with shit. Like, April, I've always said, half her, half the person she's with. Me, Mr. Hey, everything's a party. It's going to be a great time. Everything's going to work out fine. It's going to be great. Mr. Optimism and positivity and ugh. There's no check there with that. There's nobody to check you. And that's important. So, like, with this person, there's a realism there. And that checks your impulses of like, whoa, let's just, basically your Ric Flair mentality of, I'll be married 5 times at this point. But then also with that person, sometimes their realistic nature, once in a while, you can pull them your way and be like, let's do something fucking crazy. It'll be fun. There's that give and take. I like that. Jody, thank you very much for the $5 on PayPal. Paul with $3 over on PayPal says no new marriages for 3 years. Look, man, I can keep myself unmarried. I can do that, like for a while. But I really like this person. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. You are moving fast. You are moving too fast after a long-term relationship. I'm not doing anything. I'm hanging out with someone. I'm taking my time, and she's so wonderful. Droopy Drawers says, so are you saying in 2 months you are going to move her in? No, I'm going to, you see, I'm going to break that record.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think with my first wife. I was with her for 7 years.
Yeah.
When did we get that apartment in North Village in St. Cloud together? That was probably within the first 6 months.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You got a history of moving fast.
I do. And I'm trying to learn. And I'm trying to do the right thing. And I'm trying to, be a good boy to a good gal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm going for. I think I can do it.
This gal got a nickname by chance?
Nope. Nobody's going to know who the fuck she is.
Oh, no one needs to.
She's not going to be on the fucking show. She's not going to be anywhere that fucking, she doesn't. The other thing is, and I love this, doesn't want to be. Mm-hmm. You remember when we started doing that weekly podcast with April? That was like her favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, it was.
All she wanted to do was that fucking podcast.
Uh-huh.
Loved it.
Yeah.
And, it's just, that got away from us a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was, the rhythm we had of her working at that factory place. I get done with the show, run her a sandwich or something. Mm-hmm. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That was like clockwork. But she loved doing that podcast. And then she said, oh, I fucking hate my job. And, she had this thing where she wouldn't say that you had to do something, or she wouldn't say, but she would definitely get a sad puppy dog look of disappointment.
Yeah.
If you thought of something.
She knew what she's doing.
Yeah.
That her is a subconscious thing, which is even could be worse. I don't know which one would be worse.
I don't know.
She knew she was doing it or not.
I'll let you know when I know.
Also, sorry for being later than
what the fuck happened.
Dude, I even had a text, and I said
7:30.
I had a text typed out. My stupid fucking fat thumb missed the send button. I'm like, I'm on my fucking way. I'm listening, by the way. Do the story. I can come in, sit down.
What do you think about the ugly chick who was happy to get? Oh, you got me a wild berry Celsius. This makes everything all better, and it's the 12 ounce.
See, like I said, I was listening.
I'm gonna drink that tomorrow.
That's fine. Drink it whenever the fuck you want.
Thank you. I will. It's my house.
And your show.
Mr. Me with $5 says, okay, chat, it's time to send hate to Matt via Super Chats.
Fuck yeah.
And make Matt read them all. Yeah, anyone who
Hate
leaves shitty comments in PayPal and Super Chats for Matt, he'll read them. As long as they're mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to let Matt read any nice thing about himself.
I do have one more gift, a care package that was sent.
Oh,
again.
really?
I figure it may have been a while since he had a can. Too soon?
Not for me. Like, I don't give a shit. But, like, you understand the internet is going to eat this alive, right? You understand that the internet...
Do you know what else I understand about the internet?
What?
I can turn it the fuck off and go on with my life.
It is kind of nice, isn't it? And then they just keep
It's fucking great.
And they just keep getting angry.
Yes.
And they don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't understand. You're not listening.
No.
You know?
No.
They don't. Like, they just sit there and seethe at you. And then they go, and then you're like, oh, they don't read this in between shows.
No, it really does.
Yeah.
Except the people posting it who want to.
But in fairness to them, they do feel better.
Yeah.
When they get that out. Yeah. They like that.
Okay.
Emotionally Damaged says Matt is rejuvenated by Aaron's divorce. He hated being the third wheel. I don't think you were really the third wheel. Ever.
No, I think they're just joking.
Matt brought me this. And, you know, it was never supposed to become a fucking meme. Here's what would happen.
You actually like those, though.
I love them.
It's multi-purpose.
But the four of us would be in the fucking bedroom or the bathroom or whatever, and a kid would knock on the door and go, I'm hungry, and I'd fucking spring into action, and I'd be like, I like taking care of kids. I'll throw some SpaghettiOs in the microwave. I wasn't here pounding my chest and stroking my dick being like, I'm the man. I'm fucking awesome. I thought it was a cute story.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I thought it was an adorable little thing I did. And I wasn't saying like everyone's passed out and just, I mean, that was some days, but they weren't like, I can't even make a thing of SpaghettiOs. I was just the one who would jump up and volunteer.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You're being a good housewife.
You know, there were two housewives in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They just happened to be April and I. That's all.
Ugh.
So yeah, the SpaghettiO meme is one of the memes I should have saw coming out of all this.
Yeah.
But I really thought it was so innocent. I didn't think the SpaghettiOs would become such a big fucking deal to everybody.
Yeah, well, it's the internet. They're spurgy.
Hey, Christ. Oh, by the way, someone said, hey, you should reach out to Keemstar about fighting Mersh, because Mersh brought up boxing on his show one night. And I said, okay. We've had Keemstar on the show before.
Yeah.
Keemstar DM'd me a while back, seeing if I could do one of his shows. And I never got back to him. I just got caught up. And then I got booked on so many shows that I'm like, after the Alex Stein one, I'm like, I should be done doing shows. This is a lot. You don't need to go on. All right, you've put the knife in. You don't need to fucking twist it anymore. Enough already.
Don't need to do how many times?
Yeah, and not only that, if you got shit to say it on your fucking show, dude.
Right.
Break that shit on steel toe. So I go to Keemstar and I go, I'll fight Mersh on one of your cards, or we'll encourage Ricada to get sober and gain weight. We'll meet at like a 190-pound catch weight. I'll lose 25 pounds. He can gain 30, 40 pounds or whatever, and we'll fight at a catch weight. And he'll have regular drug testing. He can get clean. It'll be great. So Mersh and I, or Mersh and Ricada in a fight.
Yeah.
And I thought he would jump at one of those. I thought he would really think, like, that's an undercard fight. It's not a main event. I get that. I'm a nobody, but it's an undercard fight. And apparently, I didn't realize that he was a little sore about me not doing the shows. I thought we were cool.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, I asked you if you could do a show, and you didn't get back to me. I'm good. And I'm like,
oh, boy.
Oopsie daisy. I'm sorry. And, like, I thought he was taking it a little too hard, but at the same time, I don't think I ever wrote to him and said I couldn't. So maybe I kind of left him hanging a little bit. I understand. I feel bad, but looks like I'm not going to be able to get on any, what do they call it, misfit boxing cards anytime soon.
Oh, bummer.
Ron Kaniska with $10 says, subpoenas for everyone. You get a sub-penile, you get a sub-penile, and you get a sub-penile. That was a good joke.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking crushed it out of the park.
Home run, Jefferson. Go to break.
$180 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much for your generosity. I appreciate it. Atomic Ray says Ricada can only fight a search warrant. That's it. I mean, not really.
No, you can't even fight that one. It's pretty solid.
It's a pretty goddamn good search warrant. Bookended by the beginning complaint of the whole fucking town and church, and then bookended on the other end with Imholt going, "They're doing coke in there." People call me a narc. I don't know why. Fuck you. That's what I say.
I mean, after the...
Yeah. I mean, that was all they needed. I was unnecessary. I mean, look, I'm not saying that me going...
just a little cherry on the top of the whipped cream. On the,
I'm not saying me going on the next day going, get help, you're doing cocaine in there. I know because I did cocaine a couple of times in there, and I did Molly in there, and it's bad, and you shouldn't do it, and blah, blah, blah. I bet you the cops were listening to it going, well, I mean, that shores it up. We don't really need it, but fuck it, throw it in there. You know? Well, I'm sorry. Tell me to K myself one more time because I don't want to go back to your fucking drug den because I'd already lost my wife and I didn't want to lose my fucking children. Which, by the way, Nick, between me and you, who'd that work out better for? Who showed the better judgment there? You're probably going to lose both. I mean, if they're smart, that is. But, yeah, I don't think I was needed. I was probably looked at by them as like a nice to have, but not necessary kind of a thing. Gray Duckling with $10. Thank you very much, buddy. He says, you get it. It's like a cop ordering food at Denny's. At Denny's. Have you ever seen a cop order? Fuck, it's so bad. It's such a bad joke. And then like when he did that comeback stream, stop making me talk about it because I really like shitting on him. Well, it's fun because it's like he's tied up to a tree and they're free shots. He's got an outstanding fucking arrest. He can't say shit. Right. And as long as I don't talk about specifics, I can just shit on the guy.
Yeah.
You know, free shots, motherfucker. And by the time you're actually going to be able to say anything, we're all going to be bored of it. So, oh yeah, let me respond to Aaron. Yeah, Aaron's dead, dude. Like Aaron jumped off a bridge 8 months ago. Like he just said, I win, and then see ya, right over the edge. Thank you, Gray Duckling, for the $10. 170 all of a sudden away from knocking it out tonight. Thank you guys very much. All the links are at the top of the page. You motherfucker, do you know how hard it is for me to not eat these tonight after the show? Like when I'm getting the morning show ready, do you know how hard it's going to be to not put these 400 beautiful calories in my belly?
It's a good way to start the morning.
It's morning. Good way to go to bed at night with a nice hot belly full of overprocessed pasta sauce or whatever the fuck it is. You know? Guys, welcome to the program. We hope you're enjoying it. Like I said, 170 away. Thanks for your generosity. I'm going to see what's going on in the Twitter world. And then we're gonna go shit on California. Oh, it's all that Malcolm X guy. I like that guy, but he's when he posts something, takes up my entire fucking Twitter notifications. Oh, they're all guess what they're all arguing about?
What?
They're all arguing about warrants and shit.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, this guy says they had Nick's stream, which was plenty to verify the drug use. Aaron's stream helps keep the warrant from getting tossed later, but they definitely didn't need it to get the warrant.
I think you just said that, but
that's kind of my take.
Right.
Yeah. I would argue that without Imholt's eyewitness testimony and the ability for the police to visually confirm he was in Ricada's house, the wasted stream with the powder on the nose isn't strong enough. I mean, the pastor stuff and the Kayla's own sister ratting him out.
When you have, I didn't know about that one. When you have all of the complaints of the child neglect, and then you have the owner, the father of the children, the guy that owns the home, going on stream like that, dude, that's not a good sign. That's gonna raise some fucking flags.
That's not a good sign?
No.
When you look like that? I mean, I think it's a bad sign just for life, not just a warrant, if you ask me.
I mean, after seeing that stream, I now understand how my ex-wife thinks I am, because I guarantee you that's the picture she has of me in her head, but I've never been that.
Dude, honestly, this is like my third
The
cocktail.
fucking mental illness just run wild.
This is my third like hard liquor cocktail since I've left that house, because I've been like so scared to drink hard booze. Like I'm not kidding. Like watching him
Yeah.
and watching, like Kayla told me, she's like, between April and Nick, like the booze is disappearing really fast around here.
But she didn't drink.
Like what?
That's what I always heard.
But like watching those two drink, I was just like,
yeah.
holy fucking shit. Like I don't like, and I love bourbon.
Yep.
I don't love it that much. I mean, it ain't one of the 3 things I'm packing with me to go to a desert island or deserted island. Desert island doesn't make sense if it's a fucking desert. How is it an island? But at any rate, yeah, this is like the 3rd hard liquor cocktail I've had since I left that place. Because I'm just like, you know what? I'll stick to beer, thanks. I'll stick to beer. You want to know a weird, dumb story? It's just a stupid story.
Yes,
it doesn't mean
absolutely.
anything. So Kayla and I went on this kick for a few weeks where we would get a bottle of wine.
Okay.
And we would drink wine. You know, just change it up.
Yep.
And we'd hang out at night. We'd pour a glass. We'd have a glass of wine, whatever. It's just kind of gay, fun, whatever. And I got a text from Nick one day. And he goes, hey, man, I just want to know, what's with the wine? Like, I don't know. Fucking feel like drinking wine. Yeah,
So-
but why are you and my wife drinking wine all of a sudden? I'm like, I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to drink some wine. She said she liked, I think it was Riesling. So I was like, yeah, and I like Riesling. So I wanted to drink some Riesling. It was a nice thing we have in common. He's like, all right, it's just kind of weird that you start drinking wine all of a sudden like you're a wine guy now. I'm like, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to get a permission slip before I go to liquor stores? Like, hey, is it all right if I drink this kind of alcohol instead of this one?
No, he just wanted you and her to do all the coke with him.
I don't know that. I didn't know wine was breaking the rules.
That's just weird.
I knew anal was breaking the rules, but I didn't think that drinking wine was breaking the rules. Let's go to this California thing.
Okay.
California is having a problem. A bunch of people are fucking off and leaving.
Yeah.
They can't take it anymore. The high taxes, the regulations, they're leaving. Well, these are a lot of wealthier people who are leaving California for more tax-friendly states.
Gotcha.
So now the state of California is losing a shit ton of revenue. And so they raised their taxes. They had these regulations. They had all these laws. It caused people to leave and caused their tax coffers to dry up.
Yep.
So California had a plan to solve this problem. You know what they decided to do?
Raise taxes even more.
They're going to raise taxes and create more regulations.
Perfect. That'll solve it.
I'm telling you, you guys think that this state of California is full of a bunch of dipshits and retards, but boy, do you feel stupid. Because Sharp has attacked these fucking guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. According to a Van Lines moving study, the exodus out of California has not abated since the pandemic. The state has lost millions of people over the last 4 years.
Jesus.
53.3% of those who left made over $150,000 a year.
Yeah, that's borderline poverty in California.
Right. That's a lot of income tax that fled the state.
That's $60,000 a year here, I bet. Dude, it's bad there.
The amount of people that left has cost the state a $27.6 billion deficit.
Wow.
In the current budget. $27 billion. So now Governor Newsom has recommended using $12.2 billion of California's rainy day fund to cover some of the difference. So you go into the rainy day fund, you can pay off a little less than half your deficit.
Oh, okay.
So where are you getting the other
And then
15?
what?
The other $15 billion is going to come from cuts or be paid for with an increase in taxes.
They ain't cutting shit.
$90 million of trial court funding. So that means they're going to prosecute less criminals in court. They're going to cut money out of the
that's
trial.
going to help.
Yeah. How are you supposed to lock up Recato when you're not putting any money into the trial
You have
system?
$90 million you can cut from that.
They're also cutting $10 million in Department of Justice Division of Law Enforcement funding.
Yeah, smart.
So
More junkies ODing in the fucking street.
$100 million so far out of a needed $15 billion
Yep.
And they're cutting it from prosecuting criminals and arresting people.
Mm-hmm.
$80 million of the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation's funding, eliminating 4,600 beds across 13 prisons.
Again,
They're just going to let people out.
how does that help?
Well, you see, it helps the criminals create crime faster because they don't have to be in these prison beds wasting away. They can get back out and they can start killing, robbing, and R-wording people. Right.
They can either murder or chase away the taxpayers.
Yeah.
And then you're left with just a city of criminals and nobody paying any money.
Sure. But
Or
it's an idea. Vadam with $1 says, what is new with Matt? How is the keep running?
Jeep.
38's on the keep? I'm just kidding. He said keep once,
Yeah.
but he meant Jeep.
37s, bud. Jeep's running good. Transmission's kind of sketch.
You think he's happy he got that answer?
Yeah. He's really
That's-
happy.
We start the story now.
Yes.
Yes.
So $180 million being cut from keeping criminals off the streets. That's California's solution so far. They also want to use $6.9 billion allocated for Medi-Cal, which is California's medical plan for low-income residents, provider payments to pay Medi-Cal bureaucrats. Doctors already said the payments were too low to stay in business. So they're going to take $6.9 billion for health care for poor people
Mm-hmm.
so they can cover their $15 billion budget shortfall.
But how are you going to pay for the junkies when they overdose?
They don't think that far ahead. And they're also going to take $100 million from cleaning up homeless camps.
I mean, those, you can just let them burn themselves out.
So, what did they want to keep?
Uh-huh.
Remember, they got to cut $15 billion.
Wait, how much did they cut for them cleaning up homeless camps?
100
$100 million they cut for cleaning up homeless camps. Okay, what's the first one?
All right, these are the things that they want to keep, that they don't want to get rid of.
Yes.
$1 billion in homeless housing assistance and prevention grants. $6.7 billion of general fund solutions in climate-related programs.
Huh?
Yeah. So between those two things, more than half the money you need. $4.2 billion for the high-speed rail system that has already cost $128 billion and goes nowhere useful.
Oh, it's like that bridge in Sartell.
Yeah. It just
Yeah.
doesn't really do.
Right. Just a bridge that dead ends on
Yeah.
the other side of the river. You turn around and walk back.
$90 million in outdoor equity grants. Not only that, but the California Democrats are also looking at raising lots of taxes on businesses. So again, to summarize all of this,
Yeah.
California is losing a fuck ton of people because of their high taxes and high regulations.
And
So
high crime and bullshit.
and high crime.
Yeah.
To solve the problem, the government of California is going to cut money from law enforcement programs and trial programs and raise taxes and regulations on businesses. Guys, I got to tell you, I'm really excited to see what the next...
It's a fucking solid plan, not going to lie. I have just all the confidence in the world.
I really think that this is going to go great for
Yeah.
California. I think they got it all figured out. Ron Knitska with $5 says they need Snake Plissken escape from the shithole. I think Snake would just take care of himself at this point. Just get himself the fuck out of there. By the way, $165 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. If you want to kick in something to the PayPal, the Streamlabs, or the Venmo, I would appreciate it. We're only 165 away, so we can do this thing. If you really feel like getting crazy generous, about 500 of you checking in between YouTube and Rumble right now. Thank you. These numbers have been up lately. I am so happy. Thank you guys very much for sticking around after the bump.
Where's all the hate Matt chats? We need the hate Matt chats.
Oh, we can do hate Matt chats too, guys. Get those in. Atomic Ray with $2 says for Matt's 72s, California needs a stompin'.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what that means.
I think he's referring to my tire size because 37s aren't big enough.
Oh, you got to get 72. Yeah, you get basically tank treads.
Yeah, monster truck tires. Yep.
Yeah. Somebody sent this in and they said, this is Nick Rekieta. Oh, boy. This is nuts.
You talking to me? Is you talking to me?
Robert Pacino.
Ah, the bullets! Why don't you try sticking your head up your ass? Sing it, mate!
What's the one? Grimace.
Why don't you try sticking your head up your ass? Why don't you try sticking your head up your ass?
That is like him being on coke telling the Denny's joke. I mean, just repeat it over and over until it gets funny.
It's a really terrible Rekieta impression, though. There's no children.
That's what makes it such a good Rekieta impression. If it was an impression,
Where's all the neglected children, though?
hey, if it was an impression of me, you know, like Nick told Keanu in those private messages, Aaron got cucked out of his life. Yeah, I mean, you flash forward to me today, and it was children running all over my house that I still have, the kids that I'm still taking care of,
Right.
The dog that runs free and is potty trained.
Where's the dog?
I got to go do whatever I wanted to do. A beautiful young lady that I might be hanging out with.
I love how you can throw a dog that is potty trained as an insult.
Right?
What the fuck is wrong
look,
with you?
the motherfucker sets a low bar. What can I say? Thank you very much to No Pen 15 Fathead with $2. Says, Matt, why are you slumming with this dork?
Yes, Rekieta sets a low bar. There are lines across the tabletop.
Atomic Ray, yes, there's spent caulk under the bed.
Does he mush that cock into the baldo?
Jeez. Oof. Birdman with $2 says, does the new chick know about you and Eric Church? Know about him? We may have danced to like a wrecking ball already.
She held Eric's cock while Aaron sucked it. She's cool with it, right?
Jesus. Why does Woodford and Coke with slightly melted ice taste like bananas? Or
Coca-Cola.
Or have I been poisoned?
Oh.
All right, let's go to the phones quickly. Thank you, Birdman. Thank you, No Pen 15. Thank you to everybody who's been throwing money at us today. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, I'm in the tractor, so I can't hear that well, but how old is this young lady that you're seeing?
I'm not going to tell any of you.
Is she at least age appropriate?
She is age appropriate.
Oh, right. There's a fucking big step in the right direction.
So she's 16.
Wait, what? She's what?
Well, you said age appropriate, so that could mean 16.
No, she's not 16. She is older than 16.
Okay, so 17.
No, she's age appropriate for me.
Okay, so 18.
You know what?
Actually, no. Take that back. Let's go 15. I got a bet on.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you calling in.
You're just a giant pedo, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Jesus.
You hate to be a pedo to begin with, but a giant one. Oh, my God. Mersha's somewhere now going, see, I told you. He's like Kumia. Ugh. Have another drink and a dab, you fucking mess. Thank you guys very much. 165 is the number for tonight. All the links are in the chat. We appreciate all of the contributions. Yeah, California is good and fucked. I like that.
Yeah, they've been good and fucked for a long time.
But, you know, I will give them this.
Huh.
They just keep rolling along.
Oh, yeah, they're not backing off. They're sticking with how they have a vision that they want to accomplish, and they're sticking to that vision.
And they're going to ride that fucker all the way into the ground like Slim Pickens and the Nuke, just all the way down. Let's go to the phones.
Call from
Ryan the Garbage Man.
All right, Ryan the Garbage Man, what's going on, buddy?
Is she older than the last one?
Yes.
That's good. Hey, on a
Are you
side
saying
note,
that? Are you saying that the other one may or may not have suffered from a case of immaturity?
Oh, you said it. I didn't.
Okay.
But on another note, have either of you guys ever been to a lesbian wedding?
I've never been to a lesbian wedding. I've never been invited to a lesbian wedding.
I was invited to a lesbian wedding this weekend, and I gotta say, those chicks know how to party.
Do they?
Open fucking bar all night long.
Well, that's how it should be. Whether it's lesbians or Catholics,
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anything else for us?
Well, I sent you a picture of my 2 new dogs
Yeah.
that I wasn't expecting.
The correct answer was, nah, not really, Aaron. I want you to have a good night, buddy. And then I say, you too.
No, not really, Aaron.
All right.
Call from
Ryobi.
Ryobi, haven't heard from you in a while, bud. What's going on?
Sorry, I was on vacation.
Oh.
Does she weigh less than 200 pounds?
Oh yeah, she's a good one. She's a good one. She looks great.
Just checking. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
They want to make sure you're not hogging.
Pretty girl.
You want to go down the wrong rebound route.
Birdman with $2 says, Aaron, when is she taking you to her prom? 160 away from calling it a victory today and another win for the toe. Thank you guys very much. All the links are in the chat and they're pinned to the top of the page. 160 is the number. You guys are knocking it down real nice. Elza Belza says, can this new lady start dressing you better? Look, I do need to go shopping.
I don't know what's wrong with your steel toe shirt you're wearing.
I like to wear my steel toe shirt on the steel toe show.
So
but
do I. I do too. I do the same.
But at the same time, I got some nice shirts that are starting to age out. They're starting to pill up a little bit. I do need to go to the dry cleaners for a lot of my nicer shirts, you know?
Yeah.
Not going to wear those on the show, though. I'll feel like a ponce, you know? Wearing dress shirts on a YouTube show. What am I, fucking Mark Stein, for Christ's sake? No, thank you. But yes, no, it's, no, I know it. Don't act like I don't know what you guys are doing. You're trying to fish for information so I can tell you without telling you.
Oh, is that what was going on there?
This one stays away from the show. But you got to balance. You got to balance between...
Even live events?
Well, you got to balance it between this one stays away from the show and this one knows that you care about her and you're not, like, ashamed of her or anything. So it's like, you don't want to... You know, I'm not going to bring her on the show. I'm not going to make her a part of the show, but I also wanted to talk about her.
Right. You mean normal shit?
Yeah, normal shit. Like my gal and I went somewhere.
Yeah.
My gal and I meet every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
After my meetings, we met for pie last time.
Oh.
And we met for pizza this time. It was very nice. You know what it was?
Huh.
A very boring. It wasn't boring to hang out with them, but like the thing that we did.
Like the overall theme of it would be boring to people.
It was a very boring Midwestern date.
Boring story to tell.
Yeah.
Drug addiction.
All right, what's going on, buddy?
How big a strap-on does she sport?
How big of a strap-on? I don't like getting fucked in the ass.
So it's not a dude?
It's not a dude. No, it's a woman. Beautiful woman.
All right. That's all I wanted to know.
All right, thank you, buddy. Eats pizza like a Hoover eats dirt. No, I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. She took half of hers home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ate all mine.
But the key is there. She took hers home to
her home.
Right.
And I took myself back to my home.
Yes.
She was telling me, she goes,
probably a good thing.
She goes, you have to enjoy the part of the beginning of things where you miss the other person.
Yes, you do.
She's not
wrong.
She goes, don't skip past that part. That's a good part.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, you embrace that part. You don't just go, would you move in so I can see you all the time? That's what 19-year-olds do, and that's fucking gay. So, and we don't need to be meeting children.
No.
At the moment.
No.
She's good. She's good at not pulling back on the reins, but she's good at like letting me pull my own reins, but like guiding me to. She knows who she's got.
Yeah.
She understands. No, but the coolest thing, and I'm telling too many jokes and not being respectful enough or whatever.
Or whatever.
I like that, like, at a time where I had shit confidence and felt like I was fucking garbage because I was around, 3 people who did a lot of, shit that I wasn't doing, really.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk to them about doing it, they make you feel like shit. And this person made me feel good again. So that was huge. That was, then as you grow up and you understand where you may have fucked up in the past, like, okay, but now I want to return that same energy to that person. And I will say this, I did that during this past marriage very well.
Yeah.
I did. I mean, one thing people who did watch him was they're like, man, you did what you could to make that person happy. Like you gave them
hell yeah, you did
everything you could. Ron Kanisko, well, except below. Ron Kanisko with $10 says, Bill Burr. I got to do a Bill Burr for this one. Jesus. No one expects that platoon of gold-digging whores coming over the hill to just jump on your sub-penile. April was upwardly mobile. Well, that's a theory a lot of people have, and her decision-making didn't help that, but you don't know what's in someone's heart, I guess. BJ with $5 says, if April goes to Kiki's wedding with a Mexican guy, is that her plus one? Fuck, you guys are terrible tonight. Jesus.
Really?
It does get us down to 150. Thank you very much for your generosity. We appreciate it, you guys. 35 minutes left in regulation and 150 away from tonight's goal. If you want to throw in a couple of bucks, we appreciate it. Very nice. Are you related to this new chick, says Das Optic Nerve? No. We are not. We are not relations, sir. I'm not, regardless of what you may think. I am not fucking a family member. Thank you. Ooh. I just got an interesting offer.
Oh, yeah?
Not an offer, but an interesting idea.
Oh.
Dry anal.
More sensation.
Not from her.
No, more sensation that way, though.
Just kidding, yeah.
You feel it more.
It's more nerve endings.
Yes.
And whatnot. It's less like this wheel of brie cheese and more like this piece of Swiss cheese. New poll, speaking of which, says more Americans believe that Trump should get time in prison than not get time in prison. That actually surprises me a little bit.
I'm wondering where they pulled these people.
Right? Yeah. Who are you calling? Who are you talking to? That you're hearing that the majority, more Americans believe Trump should get time in prison than not. Well,
how many Trump fans are actually going, yeah, lock the fucker up, see what happens?
Yeah. Well, and my thing is, like, when I saw how many counts he was convicted of, I was like, well, he has to. Like, I don't understand, like, the charge that he had thrown at him. Because I think the whole thing's bullshit, but that's just kind of a temper tantrum way to respond. When I saw that he was convicted on so many counts, I was kind of like, well, he has to go to jail, doesn't he? I mean, that's a shitload of counts. What was it, 34 felony counts he was convicted on? I'm like, he's got to go to jail for at least a little bit.
Right.
According to a new Yahoo/YouGov poll from last Friday, more Americans believe that former President Trump should be sentenced to time behind bars than not. Could you imagine how gangster he would look if they gave him like 90 days before the election?
Right.
And then he just did fucking campaign shit from a jail cell? Like how hardcore that would look. Dude, if you're a Democrat, kiss the black vote goodbye.
No shit.
This guy, like, all of a sudden a Trump ad starts with, ain't nothing but a gangster party. And fucking Trump sitting in a jail cell is like, look, I may be here in the belly of the beast, but I'm fighting the good fight. Not only are we going to make America great again, but MAGA now means make America gangster again. Here's Killer Mike. Just starts out, California love. They just put on 90s gangster rap before every Trump campaign ad. I just have him do it in an orange jumpsuit. I love the idea. Can I get a fuck you? Paul Blunt with 279 says, is her bed comfy? Oh, man, everywhere. Everywhere's comfy. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Everywhere's comfy. Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says, so you met her at your meeting. No. I meet her after them. I didn't meet her at them. That's a big difference, which would make sense because she is messed up too. Many meet that way. Otherwise, she mentally ill. Which one or both? No. We didn't meet at it.
No. See, now Aaron found somebody who's trying to rescue him.
I figure I'd flip the process. You see, if I reverse the process and they have to rescue me, that's a thinking. Thank you, Paul Blunt. Thank you, Mr. Nobody. 145 away from doing overtime tonight. Thank you very much for your kindness and generosity. All the links are in the chat if you would like to contribute. 145 is our number. Anyway, the new chick, what's her maximum PSI, says Das Optic Nerve. Oh, boy.
Could Trump be sworn in prison, or can that not happen?
Sure.
So if he's sworn in prison, can he just presidential pardon himself?
Right? No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can pardon yourself.
Why not?
Well, I guess you can't
president.
serve another term. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
Like, go ahead. I'll lock you up in litigation forever. Like, we'll just tie this thing up in red tape. And once I'm out of office, who gives a fuck?
And by that time, he's old anyway.
He's going to die, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, he left a legacy at that point. That's
Yeah.
what he wanted to do.
Of course, many might be left wondering how a convicted felon who paid hush money payments to a porn star to keep quiet about an extramarital affair. Well, when you say it like that, it sounds bad. Is still a presumptive party's candidate. The political implications of his conviction loom large in the general election in November. The polling shows a slight uptick in approval for Biden over Trump, whom they poll at 46 and 44%, respectively. That's not what I saw.
Yeah.
I saw Trump's been edging ahead in the national popular vote, but oh well. At the very least, Biden's improvement on a two-way ballot suggests that being found guilty of 34 felony counts is not good news for Trump. The next beat in the former president's legal saga is his sentencing July 11th. So August, September, October. So if he gets 90 days, he'd be out October 11th. I think that's fucking gangster if he goes to prison. I think that's really fucking awesome. If he gets locked the fuck up and campaigns from the jail cell.
Well, that'd be amazing.
Dude, sign me up for that shit. Sign me up. Give him, 90 days is perfect. I got to see these presidential polls because I've been seeing that Trump's been ahead. Let's take a look at 538.com. Biden, here's what I got. June 7th, Trump +1. June 9th, Biden +1. Trump +1, Trump +1, Biden +2, Trump +6. Even. Yeah, so Trump's still got more of those polls than Biden does.
Weird. It's like half the country wants one guy, the other half the country wants the other.
It's almost like we've seen this movie before. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm sure that everyone's being so reasonable about politics that whoever loses, the other side will just congratulate the other and we'll move on.
That's exactly how it's going to play out.
That's the way we do it in the United States. $145 away from tonight's goal. About a half hour left. Throw a couple bucks in. We appreciate it. So, I think, I'm officially on team throw Trump in jail. I think that would be fucking cool. Plus, it's going to make more of his people come out and vote for him.
Yeah.
Because they're going to feel like he's been persecuted.
That's what I'm saying. They should, that's what people are doing now. Throw him in jail.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to see it. Everyone wants the experience.
Like, they keep picking on him harder and harder.
Yep.
And they watch his poll numbers go up and up. And it's like they just want to keep putting fuel on the Trump fire.
Yeah. They don't get what they're doing at all.
I don't think they understand, no. By the way, speaking of polling, Nate Silver, who's like the biggest dork in politics, he's the head of that 538.com where they gather like all the polling data from every poll that gets released, and then he averages it out to like tell you who's winning.
Yep.
And he makes all the predictions and all that stuff. He's asking if the Democratic Party's interests would be best served by letting President Joe Biden drop out of this year's presidential race. Well, here's the problem. Like, the primaries are done. So you can't run a primary to pick your next guy. So basically the next person would have to be anointed by the Democratic Party. I guess they'd have to pick him at the convention in the summertime. But Nate Silver is saying Joe Biden's approval just hit an all-time low. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Joe Biden's approval rating is at 37.4%. I didn't realize how shitty it was. How is Trump not kicking the dog dick out of this guy? He's got to be. Trump fans have always kind of thought polls were shady when it came to their boy.
Yeah.
But if Biden's at 37.6%, I mean, homie, those are Nixon numbers. Those are like George W. Bush in his second term numbers. By the way, has there been a bigger difference between like first term approval and second term approval than George W. Like George W. Bush's first term, it was like 80, 90%. Because they're like, yeah, fucking 9/11. Let's roll. Let's bomb everything that's a little less than white. Like,
Turn it all to glass.
Turn it all to glass, motherfucker.
Make it a parking lot.
And then his second term, they were like, fucking get out of the goddamn Middle East. Those crazy Muslims don't give a shit. Let's get the fuck out of there. And then the economy fucking tanks and crashes, and he leaves with like a 30% approval rating. Oh, shit. Meanwhile, Biden, I think Biden for like a little bit was at like 50, 51%.
Yep.
For a day or two.
Yeah.
And now just 37.4. Yeah, how are you not kicking the fuck out of him? He's underwater by 18.9%. That's a rough number, dude.
It's not good for him.
No. So Nate Silver is saying that they should just pick out somebody else. Fuck it.
Not a bad idea.
Just go grab somebody new. Not the worst idea in the world, but at the same time, like, just roll with the guy you got. Who are you going to put in there? Gavin Newsom? So Donald Trump can just pick on him about how shitty Florida is. So now not only do you lose the presidential race, but now you have to go back to California. And they're like, dude, you just let him talk shit about our state like that? He's like, well, there's nothing I could do. He just read the stat sheet.
Right.
Just apparently we've got a lot of people murdering and robbing and rooting. A lot of homeless people shitting in the road. A lot of rich people are leaving. A lot of businesses are shutting down. And they're like, Gavin, now you're doing it. You're the guy in charge. Well, I figure we'll just raise taxes and we'll fix this thing. Fuck. All right, guys, let's get in. And I want to do this fucking story about the woman who went to egg her ex's house.
Yeah.
And caught instant karma.
Oh, yeah?
I absolutely love it. This just makes me feel good. And it's not just because it's a woman. If it was a guy.
Because she's black.
All right, look, strike one, strike two. All right? If she's a trans. But first, before we do that, guys, $145 away from tonight's goal. Why don't you help knock that out? And we'll call it a successful Monday, and we'll throw 30 extra minutes up on the clock. And boy, will we have a good one for you tonight. $145 is the number. Streamlabs, PayPal, and Venmo. Thank you very much if you're feeling generous this evening. So here we go. A woman decided to throw eggs and flour at her ex's house. Oh, that's really shitty. Because, like, egging is hard enough to clean up. And then if you throw flour on top of the eggs, like, that's going to stain your siding in your house. And you get, like, scrape it off.
Well, do you see the yard?
It's not the nicest part.
Do you
think
think they're worried about that?
Yeah, what do you think this couple thought about? Dude, that is a fucking terrible lawn, though. I feel like you could walk through that thing with a sword and cut it, and rupees will come out like Zelda. You know? What I do is I just stand by the sidewalk, and I hold my sword out like this, and then I whip it around really fast, and I make like $20.
Nice.
I go buy a fairy potion.
Shove
it up my asshole. Woman throws eggs and flour at home. crashes while fleeing in car in Detroit. Okay, well, now we've got our explanation as to why nobody gives a fuck about the lawn. It's Detroit. Why do all these really poor inner cities look exactly like they staged The Walking Dead? Like the grass hasn't been cut forever. You know, the cars are all look like they're not operating, like they've been shut down for years. And everyone just kind of walks like this. Like Nick Recated does podcasts.
They walk around tugging themselves?
Well, they're jacking zombies. Those are the worst ones.
They're leading them, so you got to tug it the direction you're walking.
You got to use it as like a rudder, you know? You got a dick rudder. Woman throws eggs and flour at home, crashes while fleeing in car in Detroit. Let's check it out. All right, so look at these bitches.
Damn!
Look at her. Look at Baby D. Yeah, that's right. You laughing because you don't know Baby D. This bitch know about all the bootleg snacks before they even come out. She be all breathing heavy and wheezing and shit. Hostess got a Twinkie coming out in 2000. It's a bad motherfucker. You bite into it and cream filling shoots all over your mouth. What was the girlfriend's name? There was Baby D.
Oh, fuck.
Day-Day, that crazy bitch out there again. What's she doing to his car? What's she doing? Writing on it?
I can't remember that.
Scratching the shit out of it. So Baby D and, you know what? I'm going to the chat before I go any further with this video. What the fuck was that lady's name? By the way, Atomic Ray, thank you for the $4. Says Apache Animal Rescue of Nose Candy. That's all right.
Okay.
Thank you. What was her name? Not Disco. Cultural. Nobody knows what fucking Day-Day's girlfriend's name was in Next Friday? Motherfucker. You guys have got to be kidding. Come on. There was Baby D. Dewana. Thank you very much, No Pen 15 fathead.
I never would have got Dewana.
I never would have got Dewana. No, guys, it was not Precious. Stop. It was not Passion. Now you're just naming weird black names. Oh boy. Dewana, that was it.
Yeah, okay, wait, you're just naming weird black names. Dewana. I think they're kind of fucking nailing it. Those might be real guesses.
It was a real... Yeah, you're right. All right. You guys were actually not that far off with Passion, I suppose. So here's Dewana and Baby D pulling up.
Dewana?
Yeah. Oh, Dewana, throw some eggs at my ex's house? All right, let's check it out. So there these bitches go.
Damn! Damn!
You threw one fucking egg?
Wait, one cup of flour, one egg.
It's no Gallagher concert. I'll tell you that much. That'd be funny. You throw a watermelon. Because it's a Gallagher joke and...
Black on black crime.
You know, it's... that's racist. That's disgusting. I'm not going to put up with that kind of shit. So here these broads go. They throw eggs and flowers at the ex's house. What a shitbag move, huh? And these bitches are just going to get away with it. Just like that.
They in a boot truck.
Running away.
A boot truck?
A boot truck. That's a ghost.
Look at
They drive off.
Oh!
Oh, that's justice. That's and now somebody comes running out of that house celebrating. Hey baby, while you're out there, you want to start up the lawnmower?
Dude, the fucking door was still open on that car, too.
Ooh, I hope
she never got it shut.
I hope she was killed.
You can see it hanging open.
Yeah.
Oh, here they go outside.
Oh, yeah, she could have been thrown from the car.
Oh, they just got smacked.
What is it about? I don't mean to get racial here, but what is it about black people? And when they film shit, they got to do the stare at the ground shot. Like, after the really cool thing happens, they got to point their camera down at the ground and yell, "Oh, shit."
Well, you see, they don't understand how computers work.
No, that's not. How dare you?
Oh, here they go outside. Damn!
See, like, why? Why? Was there a spider? Do I need to see something over here that connects us to the rest of the story?
No, it's the excitement of you quit looking through your phone and you want to see. That's what it is.
It's what happens like when people film concerts.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, film for like 10 seconds, but then let's watch the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know?
They just got smacked. Ooh, they on the way.
No, don't go. Yeah, don't go checking on them. Shit.
I think they're going to laugh at him.
That's better. That's what you want. That's what you ought to be
That is
doing.
amazing. Baby D got smacked.
Yeah. Atomic Ray. Baby D got smacked indeed.
Oh, the sound, too. That phone picked up that crunch so fucking good.
It was good. They did
crunch.
Those gals did a great fucking job, didn't they?
Whoa.
All right, guys. We 15 minutes left in tonight's show. $145 away from tonight's goal. If you'd like to help us knock that out, go ahead and chip into one of those links. We've got a bunch of stories left for tonight's program. This is a really sad story, I understand. And we'll get to it later. But I got it because of the title.
What?
Just bear with me.
Okay.
A 6-year-old girl got killed by a broken badminton racket. And like, if this is on purpose, then I get it. Like, I guess if you try hard enough, you can kill a motherfucker with a but why you'd want to seriously murder a 6-year-old with a badminton racket, I don't know. But if it's an accident, it's even more impressive.
Yeah.
Because you snapped a badminton racket in half and then somehow pierced the skin of a 6-year-old to the point where you killed them. That's hard to do. I don't think people appreciate like what that takes.
You got to keep the children away from the toxic rackets.
I know 5 of them that were taken away from some toxic rackets.
Some dangerous rackets out there.
Yeah, I know 5 kids who were saved. So I know 1 kid who was killed by a dangerous racket, but I know 5 that were saved.
From a dangerous racket.
From a dangerous racket.
Yes.
That's very good. And if that joke is not worth knocking out that 145, then this show is the most underappreciated in its time. Point, period, end of story. That's what I say. I'll be frustrated if that's the case.
Oh, them fucking rackets.
Oh, I tell you what, just so bad, just so dangerous for
We
children.
need to outlaw rackets.
We should. We got to take all those rackets and just lock them up.
Hashtag ban the rackets.
Well, children are being hurt. We see it in this news story. Look.
Right.
Look.
6-year-old girl dies after being pierced by a broken
fucking racket. Is there any other kind of racket that's dangerous to a child other than a broken one?
No, the broken ones are definitely the dangerous ones.
Broken rackets are the dangerous ones. And this 6-year-old girl is living proof.
No.
Get all the kids away from broken rackets.
This 6-year-old girl is not living proof because of that dangerous racket.
That's right. She's dead proof.
Yes. You said that wrong, sir.
Yes. You are correct. She is dead proof that a broken racket is a dangerous racket for children. And probably for the racket itself.
Yeah. Self-harm racket.
You ever see a racket just lay in the bathtub and go along the train tracks? Terrible, these rackets.
No, but oddly, I have seen one jerk off. I don't know how a racket jerks off either. They have no arms.
How does a racket steal your wife? Just cocaine and lies, basically. Just shit talk me enough. And
Well, you see the lines on the strings on the racket represent lines of something else.
Atomic Ray says badminton rackets are tightly strung out. Oh, I knew that 6-year-old's death would bring us fucking joy. Badminton is a dangerous game.
Oh, we are human garbage.
Ricky Racket's the rail king of Minnesota. That's why they call him Andrew Carnegie. King of the rails. Oh, shit. Oh. So Sean says, I wonder how this came up in your search algorithm. What? PH Cheddar says, wait, are we talking about 1 or 2 rackets? Well, it only took 1 broken rackets to fuck up this 6-year-old. And I guess it only takes 1 broken rackets to fuck up 5 of them.
Yeah.
You know?
It really only takes 1 broken racket to take down the whole group.
How many broken rackets does it take to take down a family?
1.
1 if you snort hard enough. Guys, if we don't knock out this 145, I don't feel like going to bed yet. Rackets and shuttlecocks. Hey, enough about my role in this thing. I shuttled the fuck out of there. Shuttled my cock the fuck out. I said, we are closed down for business. One of these cunts ripped a bunch of clothes out of my fucking room. So now the other one doesn't get dick. It's just too weird. Oh, man. I want to eat charcuterie on a racket. Hey, that's not very nice. Why would you say something like that? Oh, have you seen the new children's book where you search for the main character in all the pages?
Okay.
Where's Baldo? This show has gone off the rails. That's what he should rename his new show.
Off the rails, yes.
If he starts his show back up on a regular basis, it's got to be called Off the Rails with Nick Regatta.
Broken racket off the rails.
But then your show title would be a lie. If that were the case. You guys are funnier than you give yourselves credit for. Danny Crook says, I'd love to see what the show prep looks like for an episode like this. Well, we were going to talk about the dead 6-year-old, but we found a joke in there. And I don't know if you're used to steel toe, Danny Crook. If we find a joke in somewhere, we don't know if we're ever going to find another one. So we just beat the living fuck out of it.
Especially when it involves a dead 6-year-old. We just go for it.
Yeah. I mean, if we can find something fun about a dead 6-year-old, I mean, you just don't let that go.
Oh, boy.
Fuck a duck.
I just picture a couple of broken rackets hitting the Baldo back and forth.
Gives a new meaning to the phrase
birdie.
shuttlecock. Somebody said he went live on Locals earlier. Yeah, I'm sure he said a lot. Judging by his last one, I'm sure it was real informative. Sure, there were a lot of shitty jokes and like half references, and then he winked, and then you go, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm sure he looked 60 years old. Oh, it's probably a hoot. New Jersey girl, 6 years old, dies after being pierced by a broken badminton racket while on vacation in Maine. What a shitty vacation if you're playing badminton.
Yeah, what kind of vacation is this?
Oh, your parents hated you. They probably had you killed. This was probably an organized hit. If you're playing badminton on vacation, your parents so bad. And you're in Maine? You're vacationing in Maine and playing badminton. Oh, fuck. How terrible of a childhood did you give that kid? You know what?
Are you saying those parents deserve a dead 6-year-old?
I'll be honest with you. The 6-year-old's in a better place.
Yeah,
because
before
it was
in badminton in Maine.
They're not playing badminton in Maine. They're in a better place. Even if they went to hell, even if that 6-year-old did terrible shit and is in hell, it's in a better place than a badminton game in Maine. Oh, man, if you get killed, if you get pierced by a broken badminton racket, it was just your day to go. You know? Bill Maher said that once about a Japanese fishing boat.
Okay.
It was a Japanese fishing boat that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And a Titan-class nuclear submarine surfaced right under it, killed everybody on board.
Jesus.
And Bill Maher was like, if you have a nuclear-class Triton submarine up your ass in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, it was just your day to die. Like, there's no... You ever seen the ocean? It's big. If you happen to be in the right place where a Triton submarine comes up and just fucking obliterates you, God was ready to call you home at that point. The local fire department and EMS responded to a residence in Limerick. There once was a girl with a racket, and now she sits in a casket. She went for the ball, and then she did fall. And that girl, she just couldn't hack it. There once was a girl from New Jersey. She thought badminton can't hurt me. The racket did broke, and on her blood she did choke. And now she's been turned into jerky. They're in Limerick, Maine. Fuck off. What am I supposed to do?
Oh my God, how the fuck?
There once was a girl played badminton. The shuttlecock she just wasn't hitting. The racket done snapped. Her neck had attacked. And now her own blood she be spitting. Give me all of your money. All of your money. Oh, thank you, Zach, with 5 gifted memberships, 135 away from tonight's goal. If you guys knock this out, it's nothing but badminton limericks of a dead 6-year-old the rest of the night.
Maybe it's just too dark for them.
Maybe a couple more will loosen them up. Oh, shit. There once was a little girl named Lucy who badminton, she did try to shoot me. Her racket split in 2, turned her neck into goo, and now her gravesite is all juicy. The fuck? Because she's bleeding all over it. Oh, one more, and then we got to beg for money to see if we're doing another 30 minutes. Oh. There once was a girl on vacation. Badminton was her favorite game in the nation. The racket destroyed. Her artery was deployed. And now it's instant death she be facing.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck. This was, you know, you don't want to do stories like this on your show. But then once you do them, you realize, you know, I've done the right thing today. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes left in tonight's show, and we are 135 away from tonight's goal. Eagle of America says, how many people have been killed playing badminton? One that I know of.
Just one.
One that I know
dumb
of.
6-year-old.
Yes. 135. If we knock out the goal, we'll find out exactly how the racket broke and killed her, because that's still a mystery to me. When I got to the town of Limerick, I went, well, here we go. We're going to be stuck here for a while. $135 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, memberships, gifted memberships. Throw in and support the toe, and let's keep this fucking massive winning streak we've got going alive. That would be awesome. $135 is the number. If you're feeling generous, we've got about 4.5 minutes left to go. So let's fill up that PayPal. Let's fill up that Venmo. And again, add another 30 minutes onto the clock because, well, I mean, the way this show's going, I don't want it to be done yet, quite frankly.
Yeah, we want to make more dead 6-year-old jokes.
We got dead 6-year-old jokes. We got more stories left. I mean, this is going to be a hell of a situation we've got for you.
Broken rackets can make an appearance anytime.
Exactly. 4 minutes left. Let's get that 135 off the books. Clear it out. And we'll make ourselves a nice little 30-minute window for you for the rest of the evening. Oopsie daisy.
Ooh.
I fucking killed our... Whoops. Oh, God, now I'm fucking up all over the place. BJ, thank you very much for the $20. I lost my chat for a second there. $20 from BJ. That's going to put us at 120 away from tonight. That's where the rally starts. It starts with BJ. 3 minutes to go. BJ says there once was a tight-body blonde. From her marriage, she did abscond. She cleared out her clothes and jackets, went to party with the rackets. In 2 months, she'll be lifeless at the bottom of a pond.
Ouch.
Wow, that is...
Well, I mean, you were just picking on a dead 6-year-old. So.
That's true. She's 30. She lived a life. Right? Not everybody gets arrested for fucking coke possession and child endangerment, am I right? And by everybody, not everybody, I mean me. $120 away from lighting the fires and calling it a victory tonight. 2.5 minutes away from calling it a night and missing. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, all linked into the chat. Rumble rants, super chats, they all count. Das Optic Nerve at that last limerick says, wow. You are right.
It's a harsh one.
That was a fucked up limerick by our friend BJ. Oh, if you have limericks to share, we love hearing them. Oh, they're great. Kyle with $20 over on PayPal says, good luck. Looking forward to the anniversary show. Tickets to that will be on sale before the evening show tomorrow. So thank you guys. All right, even $100 left for tonight. And we've got about 2 minutes left. And we're only $100 away. So let's get in there. Let's go big or let's go home. Zesty Taco Paco says, should have kept Shaka. I bet he could help. That was a bit of an image problem. With everything else going on with this show, did we really need more of those?
Yeah, we don't need that adding into what we're doing tonight.
I ask you. 1.5 left to go. $100 away from knocking it out and doing overtime or having our massive winning streak snapped. Let's see what we do. A hundo away. 1 minute to go, boys and girls. 1 minute on the clock. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Let's see if we can call this thing a W and keep the show going for another 30 minutes. Plenty of stories left. We still got to figure out how this fucking 6-year-old died.
We never got any hate Matt chat.
45 seconds left. $100 left to go. Again, links in the chat.
Someone do it.
If you'd like to throw in, let's make it happen. Go really big and then don't throw in anything for a while. $9.99 from Carlos Cameo says she'll beat the guy with MS and the stroke survivor as your first dead second, Mike. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
$90 away from tonight's goal. All right, 30 seconds left. Let's do this thing. It's double digits. It's $90. Let's see if we can do it. 25 seconds to go. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, and of course, the winning streak on the line. 15 seconds left. And now we give the final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit our last refreshes and see if we missed. I mean, $90. I'm going to tell you right now, guys. Oh, my God. 70 from Fake Donor. Fake Donor throwing in $70.
What were you saying now?
We got to keep going.
We get to find out how this stupid 6-year-old died.
$20 away. I'm sorry for those of you who thought that this was going to end and you were very happy that the losing streak was going to break.
Yep.
Or the winning streak was going to break. We're now $20 away. So
thanks to a fake donor.
Yes. So you can still kick in a little bit. We can knock out that last $20. Or we can sit here for another half hour and you guys can wonder if you might get a second chance at a win tonight at beating us. Wasn't Shaka technically April's? No, we mailed Shaka off to a good home. Somebody I still plan on working with said it might be a bit of an image problem to have Shaka, so he got sent to a nice place. $20 away if you want to chip in for the night. We got 30 minutes back on the clock for you to knock out that last 30. All right, so we have a young girl in Limerick, Maine on vacation playing badminton. Killed after being pierced by a badminton racket while playing with her brother.
How?
Investigators say that 6-year-old Lucy Morgan was injured when an aluminum shaft of a badminton racket dislodged from the wooden handle and stuck in her head. Oh, that's like some Final Destination shit.
Hold on, the headline said abdomen.
No,
it
said badminton.
Oh, badminton. I thought it was something about abdomen. I'm like, stuck in her head?
Well, I mean, does it really matter? She's gone.
Well, I was thinking if it stuck in her head, that didn't kill her, but it got her in the abdomen, and that's what did her in.
So what?
That's where my mind went, because I swear I remembered abdomen, but I'm retarded. So
you're saying the badminton racket lodged in her head, but then went "fuck you" and then came out and then went in her gut.
I don't know. Maybe someone tried pulling it out and they slipped and fell on. I don't.
She was taken to a hospital in Sanford. Brano. Badminton ain't so good. Oh, sorry, Doc. I have a splitting headache. She was taken to a hospital in Sanford and then to Maine Medical Center in Portland, Maine. She later died from her injuries on 4 days later. Ooh.
Dang.
Imagine living for 4 days with a fucking badminton racket wound in your head.
I think I saw a streamer do an impression of that once. It's just so easy.
It really, it's like having a punching bag. You know, you just walk up to it whenever you want and just fire away at it. It's not fair. I never said it was fair. Just said it was fun. Thomas Michael says she still has more brains than Mersh and Nick. Oh, no. Why? Why do you need to do it? Mersh has never been busted. For God's sake. Leave the poor guy alone. Lucy's father, Jesse Morgan, a pastor at Discipleship at Green Pond Bible Chapel in Rockaway, New Jersey, announced his daughter's death.
Does he still believe in God?
Right? I mean, after you fucking swing a badminton racket and the aluminum shaft lodges right between your daughter's eyes and kills her, you got to kind of question the big guy's plan, don't you?
God has a plan. He's got a plan for all of us, Aaron.
And apparently his plan for it, when he created this 6-year-old, like, let's take this from a biblical perspective. When God molded this 6-year-old, he went, all right, this one's got about 6 years to do something special in this world.
Yeah.
Because in 6 years, I'm going to throw an aluminum sport shaft right through her fucking brains.
I got another theory.
Yeah.
God was playing badminton one day, and he had beaten everybody, and he saw the talent this girl had, and God needed another badminton player. So he called her
Lucy,
to the
you
great
rouse it up
beyond.
your racket and play badminton hard, because hell's broke loose in Maine, and the devil deals the cards. If you win, you get this shiny racket made of gold. But if you lose, you get a head. Your head gets a brand new hole.
When his father announced her death, he said she died doing what she loves. They always do.
They really do. God didn't make the bat, you dummies, says Elzebel. Yeah, you're right. We're being ridiculous.
Yeah, we're being ridiculous is right. No, God just set all of that into motion if you believe in God's plan.
Thomas Michael says, you're right. Mersh is the one contacting the cops. Hey-oh. That's a good one. Atomic Ray says, did she get better Wi-Fi reception with the racket asking for the kids? No,
not Wi-Fi, but that 5G really came in.
Das Optic Nerve says, there once was a lawyer named Nick. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Guys, throw in a few bucks for your limericks. We got $20 until we knock out tonight's goal. Thank you very much to BJ with $5. Says, there once was a wife swap show. The one became a cokehead hoe. Aaron wrecked his rectum. April ruined her septum. Bottom line, another win for the toe. It's funny because it's so sad. Fuck, that was good, BJ. Oh, guys, keep throwing in those $5 super chats with limericks in them about the Steel Toe Show, because not only are they funny as fuck, but we'll knock out that $20 in no time. Holy shit, was that funny. You want that one more time?
Yes.
There once was a wife swap show. Then one became a cokehead hoe. Aaron wrecked his rectum. April ruined her septum. Bottom line, another win for the town. Fuck, is that good? All right. Das Optic Nerve. There once was a lawyer named Nick who streamed while stroking his dick. The whiskey did flow. He was messed up on blow. Then he got arrested with his wife and side chick. Oh. I'm trying to think of one. On their drugs, the rackets should keep lids. They all know what they just did. Aaron escaped with his life, but not with his wife, but at least he gets to see all his kids. Oh, we went in a hot tub in snow. The rest got addicted to blow. We had lots of sex. For a while, we did flex. But the cops decided y'all gotta go. Oh my God. This is all fucking disgusting. This is terrible. I can't believe you guys are doing these inappropriate limericks about my life. Why would you do this? Thomas Michael says, if you had to choose Mersh or Nick to take the little girl's place, who and why? Ooh, I don't know.
Mersh is just a dumb internet guy. I think there's more problems with the other one.
What me and the Rackets did was bad.
Uh-huh.
Regardless of the good times we had. Nick did all the drugs. Now he can't give kids hugs. It turns out Aaron was a much better dad.
God.
Oh. The coke April did was free. For a while, it did bother me. Oh, no, I can't do me. Nope, that doesn't work. The coke April did was free. There never was one single fee. They did all the rails. They might go to jail. Their kids would have been better off with me. Chevrolet JB says, what are you going to do if he wins his case? Would any of this be actionable if charges are dismissed? No, because the burden of proof is lower in civil court. I saw what I saw. They took fucking drugs out of his house.
I was going to say, the proof was there, what they found.
Not only that, you ain't winning that shit. You can plead out, but you ain't winning. Mr. Me with $5 says, holy shit, the chat is funnier than most streamers. What the fuck? No, we do have a very funny fan base.
Mm-hmm.
They are, especially the Aristococks, very fucking funny. By the way, guys, $15 away from tonight's goal. Very small number. I mean, just kind of a formality. But go ahead and chip in. Throw in your limericks because I'm really enjoying reading these. Fuck, are these good. I haven't even checked out the YouTube chat for them yet. I should probably check those out. 15 is the number. Oh, that's fucking gross. You don't. Nope. Oh, fuck. The Rumble chat is way funnier than the.
Wow. What the fuck?
Than the YouTube. The YouTube chat sucks. It's just full of really salty people who are mad that I'm here. Sorry, guys.
Good.
Another win for the toe. Yep. Stevie J says, there once was a man from St. Cloud. He talked smack in the mic real loud. He went to the disco. His wife took a Baldo, so he embraced his inner lol cow. Very good. Oh, whoever's pretending to be Little Lemmy is really salty at me. I kind of like it. I appreciate it. The fact that you need me so much. All right, $15 away. Go ahead and throw in a little bit. Knock out the rest of it. And if you've got a good limerick, throw that in as well. God damn. I think the fucking one from BJ might be the best. That was really bad. That was really no. The other one from BJ though. There once was a wife swap show. Then one became a cokehead hoe. Aaron wrecked his rectum. April ruined her septum. Bottom line, another win for the toe. That one is fucking special, man. All right, we got more stories while we wait for you guys to knock out that last 15. Oh, this was a fucking shot, man. So there was a hostage standoff situation in Florida, down in Lee County at Fort Myers.
Yeah.
There was a Bank of America where a 36-year-old man attempted to rob the place.
Yep.
He took 2 hostages and used the hostages as shields while he was negotiating. Because, like, once the cops show up, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do whatever you can. Like, to just escape with a little bit of dignity. Which, they're still going to fuck you up and fuck you over. But, I mean, maybe you can get the fuck out of there. At least temporarily. KV Rust Belt with $5 says it all started in Sartell. The drugs they used well. The town went to the police to tell. Now 3 go to hell. Oh, I don't think he understands how limericks work. You know what? Learn from the master. Watch BJ do it for $5. Guys, $5 away from tonight's goal as well. It's almost another win for the toe. BJ with $5 says there once was a gal named Kayla, which with each bump she got paler. Aaron fucked it and left. Her marriage was cleft. Now she passes out to Clapton's Layla. That's Jesus. Cannot be confirmed, BJ.
All right.
But thank you very much. BJ knows he's on a roll. He knows that we're going to give him some leeway.
Uh-huh.
He knows we're going to give him a little bit of leeway with what he's doing. Oh, who would have thought that dead 6-year-old would have provided us with so much material tonight, right? So anyway, sheriff's department shows up. This guy's trying to rob the bank, and a sniper takes a fucking ballsy shot.
Ooh, really?
Through a computer screen and takes the guy out.
No way.
This is one of those shots like in the movie SWAT where Jeremy Renner like shoots through the hostage's shoulder.
No, it's like any police interaction where they shoot the guy. Why did you shoot the gun out of his hand?
Oh, yeah, they do that one. Yeah, like you can just do that.
Yeah.
Or like when someone's defending their house and they go, why don't you shoot him in the legs? Like, you know what? You go in that situation and you try to pick an appendage.
This isn't helping that now. There's going to be people, oh, dude, look, it happened.
Be More Lentz becoming a baby boot. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. Oh, wait, we got more limericks. I'm always going to stop the show for a limerick. Thomas Michael says there once was a lad named Nick who took every drug lick by lick. His highs were so wild, he danced like a child till he landed in quite a fix. Well, that one's just accurate.
Yeah.
Really, more than anything.
Just honesty.
Yeah. That one's just kind of right on the old nose. Giant fucking nose. All right, let's go ahead and watch this shot at this bank robbery.
Pew, pew, pew.
So, hey, which one's robbing the bank?
Definitely the one with the face blurred out.
Yeah, do you think it's Mr. and Mrs.
the
Howell here,
dress.
or do you think it's Luda?
No, it's the one with the blue overcoat on.
Yes, well, Lovey, I think we'll be fine if you just do what the colored man says. So there he goes. No fucking way they're going to take a shot with 2. This is like a big no-no, isn't it? Fuck.
I might act out too. I get it. I can empathize with that situation. Believe me, I can. Okay? And
That'd be so awesome if the member of the SWAT team, just before he fired the shot, looked at his buddy and went, dude.
Does he have that gun resting on the shoulder of another officer?
I don't know, but it would be great if just before he fired, he went, dude, fucking watch this shit. Watch what I'm about to do. And they're like, dude, are you sure this is okay? Shh, I got this.
I want to be able to help you with that, right? As somebody else who has kids.
Oh, yeah. He's got it on someone else's shoulder.
Wow.
Oh, fuck. He sees him right through the computer screen. That is a ballsy fucking shot.
Right? Keep talking to me. Keep talking to me. Let me know.
Wait a minute. Is that the woman? Is that the lady right there?
Yeah, he's got to move. Like, something has to happen where he gets
What's going through your head right now? What concerns he have?
Yeah, there he pops his head up.
There's no way you take that. Dude, you cannot be taking that shot.
Wow.
That is fucking balls, bro.
Go, 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 go.
Oh my God. Talk about splitting the defense. Holy shit.
Wow.
$5 from Kotad. By the way, that's the end. That's the goal. Another win for the Toe. Kotad with $5 says there once was a couple from Spicer. At first, they couldn't be nicer. Then came the blow and awkward live shows. Then the cops found more drugs than Pfizer. That is really funny. Guys, that's it. That's the goal for tonight. Thank you very much for all of your generosity. You guys are the absolute best. Just keeping that winning streak alive. Thank you so, so much. So that'd be funny if we were like, so did the guy die or what? Not sure. Oh, he put a knife to the throat of one of the hostages. Yeah, that'll make him act.
Yep.
This prompts an immediate response from the sniper, who takes a shot with the bullet traveling through a desktop computer screen and right between the two hostages, successfully striking the robber. As you can see in the footage, the suspect falls to the floor as the hostages run off. Police then descend upon the scene, throwing in flashbang grenades and doing a sweep. I mean, is that really necessary?
Well, they don't know how badly he may be injured.
I just meant for the hostages. Those things are loud as fuck.
Look at the bullet hole in the screen. It's still on. That's a good monitor.
That's a good monitor, guys.
The whole screen's perfect except just where the bullet is.
Just smoked right through it. The rest of it stayed on.
I want to know what brand that is. I'm buying one.
It's impressive, guys. Lieutenant Todd Ulmer of the Lee County Sheriff's Office added, shooting positions like these are trained regularly by snipers for time-critical incidents like these. Due to the suspect's limited exposure, the sniper took a planned and deliberate shot through a computer monitor, striking the suspect in the center of the forehead, killing him instantly.
Lights fucking out. Dude, I'm impressed. You're relying not only on your skills, you're resting that gun on the shoulder of another man.
Yeah.
That motherfucker has to hold still.
Not only that.
I got an itch.
That's like a bank shot in basketball. You're like, all right, off the backboard. Boink, through the computer screen.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, hell.
As the Lee County Sheriff's Department later noted, the hostages' safety was their top priority, and fortunately, they achieved just that. Of course, it was a pretty close call, maybe too close for some, but in the end, lives were saved. I mean, fucking bravo, right?
I guess. Could have went different, but damn, it didn't.
Bravo. Oh, man. We got people writing in the chat. In the end, they all snitched on each other, and Nick snitched on his supplier, someone is saying. Wait, what? I mean,
doubt it.
No, he needs them.
Right?
Oh, Nick, impromptu drive, comments about the arrest at Eric July's. Oh, so he did a little thing where he did an impromptu live stream on YouTube, and he talked about the Eric July thing where Riley got arrested.
Oh.
Okay. It's actually pretty smart if you think about it. Like, he can do really quick hit things, like so he doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's, as we saw from that hour and a half thing, he's not very good at doing things.
He doesn't really say much anyways.
Yeah. So that's not a
bunch
of
intelligible rambling.
One person said Nick Rekieta being Nick, no mention of April Aaron. Well, he can't mention. It's hard to mention me. Last time he opened his fucking mouth about me, a fucking text from his wife that she wrote me about, well, if we can't be in a relationship. So I think he knows to keep his fucking trap shut from now on. And as far as the April shit goes, he knows he's got a world of hurt coming from Keanu on Thursday because but Keanu's been saying all the shit she wants to say. Holy shit. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, thank you, My Lost Interest. He says, enjoyed your commentary watching the Geno clip. Good insights. Thanks, bud. I mean, it was locals only. Oh, boy, he still looks fucking tiny. He looks like an AIDS patient. He really does just look like AIDS. Now, he's by himself in the Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
April's usually riding with him in the Mustang, in my experience. So either she's dipping down. Hello. Or Nikki went for a drive by himself. Does that mean nobody's in the house anymore? Maybe everybody's
lots of reason he went
maybe
for a ride
everybody's
by
fucking
himself.
had it with the old boy, because I never knew him to take drives by himself. So either somebody's hiding during the stream, or somebody's a little lonely. We saw that he took a fucking gay outdoor picture where he wrote like a Robert Frost poem in it.
Really?
Did you see that?
No.
He might be having a rough time.
You think?
He's having a hard time staying away from streaming. That's for damn sure. I mean, that's definitely a big problem for him. Is staying away from streaming.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get fucking arrested. Don't have a shitload of cocaine in your house.
Uh-huh.
You can say whatever you want. You know, can have your harem.
You know, unlike clocks, broken rackets are never right.
They kill 6-year-olds, for God's sake.
Not
what
even twice a day.
What did Gino do? Gino called Keanu during his show today. I was watching In Hot Water today, but I didn't see this. Let's see what Kiki did.
Keanu, I've got the man you call Machine Gun Ali on the line. Now, he said his birthday stream is this Wednesday at 9 p.m., and I quickly said that is the time Keanu does Keanu Cast, but he said you agreed to do the show.
I agreed to whatever Garrett said.
Garrett, what did you say she agreed to?
To do the show?
Yeah, all right. Oh, so Garrett booked you for the show. All right, you're our
No, that's ridiculous. Of course I did not agree to do that show. Absolutely not. I will be doing Keanu Cats.
But you
All
can...
right.
Those two are my favorite. I can't wait. They're only 2 months away from their next visit.
Nice.
Trying to decide what I'm going to do, because I've got a vacation coming up for their wedding.
Yep.
That I'm going to do, but I want to do like a small, cheapy little trip for like 3 nights or something. I don't know if I'm going to take the kids to Wisconsin Dells.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fuckload of a drive. Or if I'm going to go visit those two in New York for a couple days. I'm not really sure what I want to do. Not sure. Atomic Ray says he's writing poetry. Somebody is coping. He's having a tough time. Like, look, I think he could win a lot more people over if he would just be honest about what he's going through. Instead, he's got to have this I'm smarter than everyone who's got me fucking beat right now.
Yeah.
Like all the law tubers and everything. And the cops and the prosecutors and everybody who's got him dead to rights and has been kicking the shit out of him, myself included. Well, in fairness, he definitely isn't delusional enough to think that he's been handling me well. But everyone else... Like, he's seething about me. His messages to Keanu, she said he was just fucking... As soon as she wouldn't, like, let him smooth talk her, as soon as she was like, no, fuck you, dude. I don't like you. She said he just went ballistic, just ranting about me and everything else. And so he's having a tough...
Once he realized he couldn't control the situation, he just lashed out.
Once he couldn't control the woman, especially.
Yeah.
You know that Elsa clips... Also said Nick tried to kind of do the same thing with her when she started being more critical of him. He started to try to smooth talk her like he does everyone online. And then the minute she went, no, I'm going to cover you honestly. He's like, you fucking you piece of shit. And I'm like, yeah, he does that to everybody. Like when I didn't buy his bullshit, you're fucking stop being dishonest. I'm like, disagreeing with you is not being dishonest. No. I honestly think you're full of shit. Oh, boy. Well, guys, it's been a fucking fun night. I tell you what, that was god damn, was that a fun show. I mean, I'm sorry it had to come at the expense of a dead 6-year-old.
Well, you're not.
But it's not the worst thing I've ever done on the show. You know? Tattersall says Elissa. It's Elissa. You're right. I'm sorry. Did I say Elsa? God, I'm a fucking asshole. You're right. It's Elissa Clips. She does a great job. She works fucking hard, man.
Yeah?
She puts so many clips up. She put like 3 of us up today alone.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And then she did like Eric July clips and a bunch of other shit. Like she was really busy. PH Cheddar says kids would love Wisconsin Dells. Dude, fuck that. I love Wisconsin Dells. It's great. I think Wisconsin Dells is a great place for kids and adults. Landers says Nick return will be sad lawyer emo Nick. Ooh, that'll be a fun reinvention. Who will wear black eyeliner and start listening to My Chemical Romance. Dude, I know Nick and his shitty gay fucking music taste. What do you mean start listening to My Chemical Romance? Dude loves emo music. He does. He loves modern punk, which is like the gayest fucking shitty punk ever. Like not even the Ramones and the Clash and, you know, not even good punk. It's fucking, well, and I'm sad and why can't you be sad with me? Ugh, it's perfect for his disposition now. Oh, boy. He really does like the gayest shit. It's troubling. And that's coming from a giant Eric Church fan. All right, guys, let's get the hell out of here. Matt, thank you very much, buddy.
No problem.
Great to have you. The rest of you, what can I say other than another win for the toe? Take it easy. We've got tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., Johnny and I still trying to figure out if we might take Friday off.
Yeah.
Because Gino's not going to be here. He's going to be traveling, and I'm so heartbroken about it that, like, I don't know if I can carry on and do a Rumble Friday without Gino.
Gotcha.
We'll see. I think I'm leaning towards, it's like 70-30 I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Just don't want to be sad. Tired. I'm just kidding. I got my new baby. I'm not going to do, don't worry, guys. I'm not moving anybody in. It's okay.
This week.
This month, this summer. I bet you I can take this slow through the summer.
All right.
She's a wonderful girl, and I think she's the greatest, and she has saved my life and saved my soul.
If that comes true, I bet it's going to be her setting the boundaries.
Nobody believes in me. Nobody believes in me. All right, guys, take it easy. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. See you soon. Take it easy. Keanu says, I now hate My Chemical Romance. Thanks, Toe. Sorry, sweetheart. Talk to you soon.